Hello, everybody, and welcome back to an evening of 30 NSG. On today's episode, we're going to be playing, or tonight's show, we're going to be playing some more Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. I played a little bit earlier today, and I got a pretty cool piece of gear. I got a mastered, how's it called? Not pain. I'll look it up in a second. I forgot what it's called now. I'm still learning the weapons names and whatnot. We've got a death rattle. We got a master death rattle, and we got really good rolls on them as well. So
with claws beneath and feet ahead, a cold box for Gotham's splitting dead.
Has Luther told you that your arrangement is mutually
death
beneficial?
rattle. That's what it's called.
I've seen his work before. Betrayal is his modus operandi.
Is the I'll lower the volume just a little bit on the.
How long will the ship stay like that?
All right, Travis. What are we up to here? What are we doing? Oh, another tank.
I don't see Brainiac pausing the invasion for some spot repairs on his goal. Besides, I think the tank is a carrot.
I go through tanks pretty fast with this build. Oh, I think we're desynced. I think we're desynced. They have to. I'll tell you what, man. After a week of play, they have to figure out something for fixing the internet, fixing the servers. They gotta fix the servers. Can you use Discord, Travis? I'll talk to you on Discord.
I grow impatient with your cowardly pokes and prods. Come for me. I'm waiting.
I don't know if you have a microphone using Discord, like through your phone or what.
Such a talent for chaos, Quinzel. And in service of what?
Come on, B. Come on, roadkill.
All scans reporting 0 hits.
I've got to work on getting my tier 3 set done. So I'm good with whatever we do, right? Because I would like to collect everything, right? Because I'm a collector horde. Oh, unlocked 100 finite Christ rank. Shows your progress through the end of the game. Okay. Yeah, we already did those. I don't know why is this all showing again? What did I press? Okay. Not what I wanted. Okay. I hit the wrong one. Show. Okay. I'm level 54. I'm missing a couple of notorious items. I'm missing a few in tier 1, a few in tier 2, and now we're starting to work in tier 3. So I'm assuming it's not calling you. No, what? Are you there? Hello.
Hey, man.
What's going on, man?
Not much. How's it going?
Good.
So, I'll just go ahead and get this out of the way. What drives me crazy about all these people who are complaining about in-game and story and, you know, they killed the Justice League. It's like, they made it very obvious themselves that they're going to bring the Justice League back. And
For
it's
sure.
like, most of the people who are saying, oh, well, you know, they killed the Justice League, they can't do that, are the people who didn't even finish the game. They just, you know, they just got to, like, I guess maybe the flash fight, watched the rest, and were like, well, see, they're disrespectful, they killed the Justice League. It's like, one, they're villains, and two, I've said this several times now, but again, there's no way they did not set up to bring the league back.
Right. Well, I think a lot of people are just being like parrots. You know what I mean? They haven't played the game and they're just listening to what other people have said.
And I mean, and what doesn't help certainly is that there are people like, and I, you know, I'm careful on your channel about being too namey, but there was the guy who was really excited for this game. Then it comes out, he's like, oh, you know, this disappointed me, it wasn't what I wanted, all this stuff. But if you listen to everything he said leading up to the game, he's like, this is super exciting. Then when the game comes out, all the complaints he had is the exact same ones that all the people like Destin Legiri was saying, and it's like, you went from loving it to literally saying the exact same thing as everyone else.
That's what I'm saying. They're people that's just the, I don't know. I usually don't follow, but I also don't go complete opposite, right? I play something, I figure it out for myself. You know, there are flaws to this game.
Decide for yourself if you want to like it. I have a friend who we were talking today. He's like, well, it's okay. He's like, you know, I'd probably give it a B minus. He's like, I'm probably not going to keep it on my system. I'll probably uninstall it. And I'm like, that's fine. But I'm going to continue playing it because I'm enjoying the hell out of it.
Right.
And, like, I'm not even a Joker fan. And I look at his playstyle and I'm like, there's no way that's not going to be fun as hell.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with the story. I think a lot of people are they're too quick to the gun, and
yeah,
no pun intended.
I like the puns, so.
I think they're too quick to judge, because the story, like, okay, if this was just a single player story and that was it, like what we got was the only story and that was it, then 100% I think people are like, yeah, crap story. But that's not what it is. It's the beginning of the complete story, and the complete story, you know, unfortunately takes a year and a half, 2 years to complete.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I think that the people who are like, oh, this is a crap story, I think that a lot of them don't get that it's like, this is going to be done how Avengers should have been done. Like a comic book where, you know, every couple of months you get, okay, well, here's the next installment. And people are like, well, you know, I don't want to have to wait for this. And it's like, but yet it's literally the exact same people who are like, oh, well, man, Avengers should have done it more like a comic book. It's like this game is going to give you the exact thing you were complaining about for Avengers, but now you're complaining that it's going to take too long to do it.
Right. Yeah, it's either pay now, wait 2 years, or wait 2 years and then play the game.
Oh, yeah.
Either way, you gotta wait.
Yeah, and you know, I got a chance to finally get to try the beta for it. A while back. This was probably a couple weeks ago or something. One of my friends sent me a code. I'm not going to say who because I don't want to get anyone in trouble. But so I finally got a chance to play a bit of Skull and Bones. And I can tell you, there is no way, even 2 years out, I do not see that game even half what TFC did. Now, that game, people going, well, you know, the 2 years is too long to wait for it to be fixed. That one I get, because it's like, you've already got Sea of Thieves, and you can play that.
Yeah, but there's no story campaign in Skull and Bones.
Like, honestly, that decision always baffles me because it's like, you know, I don't know if you'll remember this. You may have stopped playing before this, but if you remember Black Ops 4, Call of Duty, went, well, we're going to get rid of our campaign because that's not what anybody cares about. And then it was like the lowest selling one because people were like, we wanted a campaign. If Call of Duty cannot get away with going, we're not doing a campaign, then your game has no chance.
Yeah, no, I think people will enjoy Skull and Bones, but it's going to be very lackluster. Yeah, lackluster from the beginning. That's all.
I think you're right, and I think that the biggest thing that bothers me about looking at Skull and Bones is the fact that it's like you can just see where, like you and Sarge said, you know, this is an obligation game, and that's kind of upsetting because it's like I don't feel like a studio should ever do something because they're like, well, we took money, so we have to, because then your product isn't good. But unfortunately, you can tell that with Skull and Bones, that's what this is. They took their money, now they have to produce something. And because they have to produce it, they're like, well, I guess we'll just give them anything and say, at least we fulfilled our contractual obligation.
Right.
But,
Come on, Mo.
yeah.
Come on, L.
I think there's so much they could do with this. Like, I know nobody wants with this game. I know nobody's like particularly. What if they bring this new Joker in, and they're like, and Joker's like, wait a minute, I came into a world without a Batman. Well, I can't have a world without a Batman because Batman is, you know, he's my thing. It's Batman. I've got to be opposing Batman.
Right.
And then you have Joker trying to kind of figure out who he is without Batman as his foil. You know, is he a one-note villain? All he has is Batman, or can he, you know, be one of these guys who helps them save the world from Brainiac? And it's like the possibilities are so good, but because people are upset with the way that the story went, with you killing the Justice League and all that, it's almost like they don't even want to give it a chance. I can't tell you the number of times I've leveled up my character, I get out of my screen, I throw my grenade, and I'm like, well, shit, that wasn't what I could do.
Yeah, that grenade went way off the beaten path.
You think we can run a mastery 10, the two of us with bots, or you think we should wait for more people?
What level?
Mastery rank 10. I can't.
Oh yeah. No. I was running 20s by myself. We should be good.
Okay. Let's see. Pay, confirm. Okay, I paid.
You will break
all right.
first, Task Force X.
So, yeah.
Come on, Kylo. What's going on, Lurker? What's going on, Melrose?
Feeding a momentary sense.
And it, you know, of course, if anybody wants to join, you know, send you or me an invite, a request, and I'll be like, sure, you can join. The thing that just bugs me is it's like there's so much potential for this, and yet all people want to do is go, well, you know, they killed the Justice League. It's like, it's one, it's in the title, and two, like, I don't understand. This is a world without a Justice League. Not the Justice League is evil, not they're secretly the bad guys, you know, Luthor's the good guy. There is no Justice League in this world right now. That has never been done, and yet people just want to, you know, this isn't what I expected. I'm sure you've mentioned this so many times on stream, and I know it's both of us are driven crazy by it. But the amount of people whose argument boils down to, well, I'm upset because it's not a Arkham game. It's like, but you've known for 2.5 years it wasn't going to be an Arkham game. You know, it's like, at that point, I don't understand why you're upset. You should just be like, well, I'm going to look at this game not as an Arkham game, but is it a good Suicide Squad?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people. Look, I've done this rodeo before with Marvels, so I keep my excitement down. There's so much potential that could happen, but to say it's going to happen,
yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
Like you've talked about on stream several times, you know, managing expectations. but I think the potential is there. I like that Rocksteady didn't launch the game and go, well, DLC is coming at some point. They're like, oh, look, here's our first season. You know, here's 4 characters in this 1 year. This is what we're gonna do. I really like that. I think I've said it on other channels, but I'll say it here. I think that had Avengers not just have changed their DLC, they could have made something really great. The problem was that they were like, well, okay, it's come out, now here's all these bugs and issues.
No, that's not Miller. No, it's not Miller.
We gotta play catch up, and then now it's like, okay, now that we're done playing catch up, it's time to add here. Oh wait, we spent all of our money fixing the problem.
No, in your face.
Like I read something that said like, by the time, who was the last DLC? Was it Winter Soldier?
No, the last DLC was Winter Soldier, yeah.
I read something saying like by the time Winter Soldier came out, they'd already found out they basically lost something like 200 million on the game. And it was like, right, like at that point, there's nothing they could have done to make up that money.
I'm reloading here.
And I know I told you this the other night, and I'll say it in the chat here. I think it's funny that everyone wants to be focused on, well, you know, it has less people playing it than, it has less people playing it than Avengers did. It's like,
Yeah, but
and yeah,
on Steam.
Right, like on PlayStation, it is literally the number 2 highest game in the country on PlayStation 5 right now.
15 seconds.
But, yeah, I'm trying to get this. Got a sniper who kept me from doing my boomerang. But it's the number 2 highest selling game in America right now. It's the number 2 highest played game on PlayStation 5, and yet people are, you know, they're spreading this narrative of like, it's a failure, nobody's playing it, and it's like, well, there's a lot of people playing it, it's just the big names aren't. And again, you know, like I said, I'm trying to be careful not to too name drop here, but it's like, it's kind of funny to me to see people like Asmod, who is, oh, actually everybody knows this, Asmodal, who's just, you know, it's like he defended, and he still is like, well, there's potential for Diablo 4 to become good, and it's like, wait a minute, this game is in a better state at launch than Diablo 4 is right now, but yet you're not defending this game. You're jumping on board the hate wagon, and what makes me sad about that is I really feel like if you watch some of the guys, like, and I've been watching them along with you, but like Jay Shockblast, The Dot, I think I watched a guy called like Mr. Nightwing or something like that. They're all loving it. They're like, this is a great game. But if you look at some of the bigger name ones, they're echoing kind of like what was said by IGN. And it really sucks that everyone seems to be saying the exact
Yeah, it's the same
thing.
stuff. It's just the same stuff over and over.
It would be like if every day I came, and I can make fun of myself, and you can too. You can make fun of yourself, and you can make fun of me for all I care. But it's like, if a person comes in and says, I don't like, and I'm going to use my favorite game to kind of, you know, make fun of. If I come in and I go, well, I don't like the graphics of Elden Ring and the art style because to me it looks like nothing. You knew it was going to come up at some point in this chat. If I go, it looks, you know, it's nothing but gray, it's dingy, and I don't like it, and you know, it's just not my art style. And then let's just say Mo comes in and goes, well, you know, after rewatching it, I play it, and it's dingy, and it's gray, and it's like, well, you'll be like, now wait a minute, y'all are saying the exact same thing, word for word. Now, could everyone have the same thought? Maybe, but it's just a little suspect, you know?
I'm not sure where you check the Godsmith, where you check the PlayStation. I don't have a PlayStation, so I'm not sure where you would check it. I think it's most played. I think it's like Fortnite, and then like, I think number 2 was Suicide Squad.
Yes.
Oh, I
Fortnite
missed.
number 1. Squad. On PlayStation right now. Now I highly expect that will change when Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out at the end of this month, because that is a game that a lot of people. I know people who aren't even RPG fans who are really excited for that game because they're like, it just looks so freaking good. But I think that this game finds a player base, and I think that this does something even more important than finding a player base. Or, well, to me, it's more important.
Am I out of bullets? What's going on here?
No, I can't see your bullets. I think this game manages to do something that Avengers did not manage. And I want to see if you would, what your thoughts on this are. As important as finding a player base is, I think this game manages to not only find one, but do something just as important, if not more so, which is, I think this game manages to retain its player base. Like, I think a lot of the people that are playing it right now might be playing it, you know, a month to 2 months to 4 months to 7 months out, because they're going to be like, I like it, it's fun, that's all that matters. If that makes any sense.
Well, look, I think it's going to find its player base. It's just, you know, is it going to be popular, and will it survive the dead period? You know what I mean? I think the first DLC is going to be very very telling.
I think so too. I think, and I think it was really smart them showing off Joker as early as they did. Like, at first, I was looking at it, I'm like, why are they showing off Joker so early? Is it because they don't have faith or what? I think it's so that they can see, they can kind of show you, like, look at the characters that are coming. They're not just reskins. They're going to be completely new characters, new traversal modes, new weapons, skills. I know that we talked about this a couple times, but, you know, I think so many people looked at it and were like, oh man, I really hope this isn't going to be another Avengers, and it's like, it's really much closer to Borderlands. Like, I don't know, how, you said you played up to Borderlands 3, right?
What? I'm sorry, say again?
You played up to Borderlands 3, right?
Yeah, I'm done. Oh no, I didn't even play Borderlands 3. I played Borderlands 1, 2. I played Tiny Tina's
Wonderland.
Yeah, Wonderland. Resic, thank you very much for the 12 months, man. Sorry about that. I wasn't paying attention.
Congrats. I thought you said you played 3 because you said mode. You played modes, and that was your favorite Vault Hunter, and that was 3.
Was it 3? Is there? Okay.
No, there's Borderlands 4. Yeah.
There is a Borderlands 4? I'm down again. Jesus Christ.
There's not a Borderlands.
Oh, yeah, no. So, no, then it wasn't. Did I say I played Mo in the beta? I didn't play her. So I went to a conference and played it, but I never bought it or played through the campaign.
Man, the big guys.
I didn't like the story, and at the time Gearbox was doing something stupid, so I didn't play it.
You know, I'll be honest with you. It's kind of like...
I got 4 minutes, and we got 50 points to do.
I don't know. I'm gonna try. The big dudes are they're like...
Go for the small guys. Go for the small guys.
Okay. So... What's annoying to me is, like, let's take this week, you know, something that's been being on the internet and everyone's talking about it, which is, you know, they're like, oh, Xbox is folding and all that. It's like, I don't listen to that kind of stuff, because 9 times out of 10, those rumors get started by, like, disgruntled employees. And I'm not saying that disgruntled employees shouldn't have a place to speak, but it's like, well, of course, if I get released from a job at, you know, Rocksteady or GameStop or wherever, of course I'm gonna.
I'm down again. Fuck, we're not gonna make it.
Cut me up.
Yeah.
Keep it.
I'm really
loading myself.
I'm a lot better with him. Nope. Shark got you up right as I was trying to do. Yeah, like a lot of those rumors just get started by people who, you know, are upset and frustrated with their job, and I get that. People get frustrated at their job, but, you know, to me, they're not a reliable source.
Dude. We're done.
Yeah. They're not a reliable source to me, because it's like, I don't know. I don't trust people who, you know, oh, this person left Rocksteady and says it's because they only wanted to make live service games. Like, and no, he probably left because he was on his way out anyways, and he just went, heck with it, I'll leave early and, you know, start my own company and all that. Very rarely do people actually leave over something as stupid as, oh, I don't like live service, so I'm gonna leave.
I think we can still go even though the time's up, if I'm not mistaken. You just can't go down now. It's like sudden death.
Sudden death. Okay. With Brainiac, that's actually probably a very real possibility. Oh, I see what it is. He's got the laser gun. Shoot at us now.
Yeah, you got the lasers. You just gotta stay alive. Yep, I'm down. Oh, nope, I'm up. Nope, now I'm down. Yeah, now we have 3 lives, so we can still get the points. We just can't go down 3 times.
Oh, yeah. Big guys are just, they take so many bullets. Oh, that was another complaint I heard the other day. Someone saying about these games. They're like, well, you know, when you get to higher difficulty, the enemies just become so bullet spongy. It's like, man, y'all say that about every shooter.
Little concerned for your mate Boomerang?
Jesus Christmas, dude. Yeah, come on, we can do this.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm down again. One more time and I'm done. Need 11 more.
I'm endangered! I'm on the bloody list!
Nope, that's it. We're both down.
Yeah. Nope, I'm up, but I think we've only got 4 seconds. Period.
Jesus.
Lord.
I'm out of action until the mission's over. You can do it. You can get 11.
Nope.
Down?
Well, no, it is. You get another. So I just get another 2 minutes, and then it's like mission failed.
You get 15 minutes.
I like to think that the demon.
No, right. I'm saying once it runs out at the end, then you get another 2 minutes, and then it's like basically, you know, almost like overtime.
Gotcha.
Well, that's interesting. As I come out of it, it says 60 of 71 charges remaining, so it's like it thinks I'm still in it or something.
Lorker says 30 skip Borderlands 3 because of Gearbox intimidation of a fan creator. That's correct. They sent people in Men in Black to someone's house and basically nuked their channel. And I was like, nope, not dealing with that. Not that I just don't, you know, don't appreciate when companies do that shit. So I refused to play it, and then we came back for Borderlands Wonderlands, whatever, and I liked it, but not so much.
Good, and I know that this is like the excuse everyone loves to throw out. I just sent 2 invitations. I think one to Mr. Luke and one to.
Oh, Mr. Luke's. I don't think he's on, is he? He was going to sleep.
Thought he would. Well, I sent it to. Brain Eclipse and Christy Axis. So if either one of them want to jump in. Yeah. Well, first of all, I actually never even heard that story. I thought I remember when you talked about the Magic the Gathering doing that, and it's like, I don't know, if somebody showed up at my house, I'd be like, I've got a 12 gauge in here. If you feel like you're comfortable.
Game Fire says, I'm curious. Are you coming back to check out season 1 out in this? Yeah, yeah. I'm here for the long haul for this game. Game Fire. I'll do this game if I stop playing this game. I think my game is glitched because it still says I have 60 of 71 charges, and I'm in round 3.
Yeah, mine says that too. I actually want to. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the Hall of Justice though and switch to Deadshot. I've got better weapons with him.
Yeah, so I'm here for the long haul. So if I stop playing this game for, let's say a couple weeks or a month or so, I'll go back like I do Division. Like we're still playing Division. Like tomorrow night, I might play Division 2 because they have a new season out.
Yeah. Season 3, I think.
Yeah.
Vanguard.
Year 5, season 3, Vanguard. Yeah.
Which, I mean, good for Division. Like, Division is another one of those games to me where I know, people always say things like, well, I want my No Man's Sky moment. It's like, don't want a No Man's Sky moment. Want a Division 2 moment. Want a Fortnite moment. Want a moment where you launch as a good game, you continue to support, and look, I know that I'm not saying Division 2 is a perfect game. I ran into a bug the other day where I glitched into another person. So, it's not a perfect game. But for all intents and purposes, it is really fun to play.
Yeah.
And it's just how it should be done, in my opinion. Where is Flag? I need to talk to him to switch my character.
He's up here. He's right there.
There he is.
Told you the arrangement.
Swap
No
character.
freebies, no
Okay.
extras.
My dead shots. Yeah. Oh. Somebody just dead shot it in.
It's the Travis show tonight, guys.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I hope not.
Got a lot to say.
hope-
All good.
Well, I mean, it makes your job a lot easier.
Yeah, I don't have to do anything.
Just drink your whatever it is you're drinking.
I'm just drinking my coffee, playing some games.
You don't have to fib 30. We all know it's glacier water.
No, it's coffee. It's coffee.
I know that. Remember when we were like,
Yeah, greatest water ever. Good old glacier water. Nah, I have a natural well.
No, yeah, I actually live on a farm as well. We raise chickens, so it's like, which God, I take care of them and I love them, but chickens are some of the dumbest creatures on God's green earth.
Yeah, ducks are pretty stupid too.
Yeah.
Chris, we don't have room in the clan, but you're more than welcome to come in and play. The clan's only 16 members, and that's already filled. So you're more than welcome to. My gamer tag on Xbox is X30 and Still Gaming, just like it is for my, actually my older channel. Or my WB account is 30 NSG. I think they're all lowercase. So either one.
Let's.
Go on, man. All right.
I think the only thing that I really don't get about this game yet is I don't understand what the care packages give you. Like, are they to upgrade your weapons, or are they supposed to be something for like, are you gonna draw a legendary from a care package, or is it going to be just the upgrade materials?
Oh, are you outside? Okay, so what's happening? You guys outside now? Your resources. Have you not upgraded your weapons at all yet?
No, I have. I just deleted one not too long ago.
Yeah, but you've made it elite, and then you've taken the you know how to do that stuff, the totes and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what the resources are for.
Oh, I just didn't know if you could also draw weapons from it, or if it was like just the resources. That's fine.
No, it's all random. I just got my head blown off. Awesome. Oh, that's a mess. Look at the blood just going everywhere.
Oh God. So speaking of story-related stuff, my friend absolutely despised and hated it. I thought the flirtation scene between Waller and Lex Luthor was some of the funniest crap in the game.
Oh yeah. Shark's like, please stop, and then Harley's like, please don't.
Yes. I think so. I'll tell you
All the
something crazy.
innuendos they were doing.
Yeah, I'll tell you something crazy. I'm not a Harley Quinn fan, or I've never really been a huge fan of her ever since they kind of made her more,
Yeah,
Suicide
they
Squad.
made her mainstream instead of a side
Right.
character. Yeah.
Yeah, I never cared for that. But this game, I was like, man, this game made so much, it did so much with these characters, and all of it made sense. Like, I know that people don't like hearing this, but it's like, okay, if you're going to have a just game where you kill the Justice League, Joker's dead in the Arkham universe. They haven't brought him in via the DLC yet. Tell me someone better than Harley to kill him off. Because think about it. She, whether she's right or not, and people will want to go, well, Joker killed himself. It wasn't Batman who killed it. It was Joker killed himself. Yes, but in Harley's mind, she would think he's the one who killed Joker. Then, crap, I was gonna accept the mission that Rain Eclipse recommended. So in her mind, Batman is the one who killed Joker. Then Harley's friend, we don't know if they're romantically linked in this world or not,
Right.
but her friend, Poison Ivy, dies saving Gotham at Batman's request. In her mind, she would be like, this guy's already cost me 2 of my friends. I don't want him costing me more. I'm going to take him out. So it's like, I don't understand people. It's like, the game is called Kill the Justice League. Somebody was going to kill the Justice League. It's just a fact. So who would you have wanted to kill Batman other than Harley?
Well, they don't want Batman to die at all. Those people don't even want Suicide Squad. They want to play the Justice League. That's the problem. It's not about who should have killed Batman. It's that Batman shouldn't have died, and that's what they're complaining about.
I mean, I don't know. Like, number one, Batman has died in the comics so many times that it's like Robot Chicken has started making parodies of it. I don't know if you saw the one I sent you or not, but it's him and he's at Green Arrow's funeral, and he's like, you know what, screw this. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not flying to some deserted planet to spread your ashes. I'm not gonna, attend your funeral. Like, he's doing all this. And then in the back, Green Arrow is sitting there watching his own funeral. It's like, that's how often characters die in Marvel, in DC. So for people to be so, oh, they killed Batman, they can't kill Batman. It's like, the comics has already done this 100 times, guys.
Melrose or Mandalorian, the way the gear works is the higher gear you go up. So there's different mastery levels. So if you notice, after I get to 20, it's Bane 3, tier 3 comes out, right? And you can go up all the way to like 50 or whatever it is. So basically, you can stop playing whenever you want. Like, if you get the gear and you're like, oh, cool, I got the gear, it is what it is, and the new content comes out and you want to play at Mastery 10, you can play at Mastery 10. If you want to play at 20 or 30, whatever it is, you can play how you want to play. But the gear, you constantly have to level up your gear to go higher, to do more power, so when you do the higher mastery levels, you can do that. So when the new content comes out, it's just going to have new content as, like, whatever missions that we're doing. And then those missions will go from, like, mastery level 1 through 10 for each season. So each season, you're going to be going up the, I don't know if it's the Scarecrow Crisis and then the Two-Face Crisis. And right now it's the Finite Crisis. You know what I mean? Like, that type of stuff. So each season, you'll be going up a rank to do the mastery levels and whatnot. That's why you need the gear. Yeah.
So, and I'm going to take a stab in the dark with something Almini says. I have the chat up so I can also see it. But at 30, do you think it would be a fair assessment to say, he said, if they add Bane, I'm instantly buying this game? I think it would be fair to say, like, if they go, oh, well, this season is going to be Two-Face missions, you're probably not going to get Two-Face, Bane playable. They're probably going to be focused on the missions.
They could be story-driven stuff, and they could be bosses that you go after or something like that. Who knows? They could introduce new factions. I have no idea. There's a bunch of different things they could do with it.
Oh, okay. I was like, who hasn't read up? It's 30. Okay, there we go.
Let's see, 30 is endgame grind worth it. Yeah, I just answered your question, man.
Yeah.
I literally just answered your question.
The thing that people have to understand, and I know 30, you've mentioned this several times in your chat or your show, but the thing people have to understand about is the in-game grind worth it? Well, that's going to be on a case-by-case basis. There's no simple yes or no because, like, mileage varies for every person. I beat what was that game? I beat Resident Evil 4 remake, which by the way should not have been nominated for Game of the Year. I beat that game and I've never touched it again. But I have another friend who streams. He plays that thing every single day. So to say is the in-game grind worth it? I think it is. I'm finding this game incredibly fun, but if you start playing the game and you halfway through go, it's okay, I don't really like grinding up the weapons that much, you're probably not going to enjoy the in-game grind because it's just going to be more the same.
Yeah. Man, you can either rewind a little bit as I answered your question, or I'll answer it again after this is done. I like how you asked the question and then didn't stick around for the answer.
I mean, I've done that before, but not much. Right. I mean, it all just depends on what your taste, if you like the game, if you don't like the game. I mean, I know people who started playing the Division 2 when it first came out, never touched it again. 30 and started to play it probably what, once a month at least.
Yeah, we go back every season to complete the stuff. Yeah.
Right. So it's like, you know, if and this is where I think this should be a rule, and I know this sounds kind of harsh to say as a rule, but like, didn't you once say that was it Asmongold or Luke Stevens or something? You said they're not really much of a looter shooter, right?
Yeah, they don't play looter shooters. Asmongold plays MMOs. That's what he plays. I mean, he plays a lot of games, but he knows MMOs, right? So him talking about a looter shooter is about as much sense as me talking about JRPGs.
Right. And I think that there needs to be a certain rule about, like, if you don't like looter shooters, you don't even need to get a review code at all.
Yeah, but they can talk about it. It's just that the problem is with the amount of people they reach, and then they give the wrong information or whatever. That's what irks me, right? Because sure, you're making content. You can make content whatever you want to make content on. I'm not hating on the YouTube game. What I don't like is that people talk about subjects they have no idea about, and that's not fair to the people that are watching that want the info.
Like, and I know, I'm just going to use this as my example. Like, I'm actually on another podcast, like, on a regular basis, but it's a wrestling podcast. So if somebody asked me on it, asked me, hey man, what's your thought on the Texas Rangers? I'm going to be like, I don't know shit about it. That's not my area of expertise. This is a wrestling chat group. And the same goes for the same basic theory for this. If a person is not a fan of looter shooters, then for them to speak on looter shooters is not going to do your game any favors. It's just going to make people go, well, this dude who's big said he doesn't like it. Well, yes, but look at what other kind of games he plays. I love how I don't ever hit with that stupid thing.
That is effective,
I always waste Deadshot his reversal because for some reason whenever I'm like, oh look, the enemies are right there, I can hit them, and then the next thing I know I'm like, and I hit nothing.
Just embrace the integration.
I'm down. Thank you.
Hey, does anybody keep a score? 'Cause I'm winning!
So and this is why I love the way this game is built, where skills are going to matter. Because like, take my dead shot. My dead shot, his shield does not auto recharge. But what I get instead is if I kill, I think like 5 enemies between when I was down just then and if I get down again, I get full shield back.
Right.
It's like, meanwhile, your dead shot may not have that ability. So
Yeah, you can make so many different builds.
yeah, like, and I heard somebody yesterday say, well, you know, since all the guns, the builds are the same, it makes no difference. It's like, again, that's someone who clearly hasn't played the game.
But at the same time, maybe those people don't want to put the time in to play the game. You know what I mean? Which is fine.
But then, and
The
I'm
funny
not,
part is the people that are just done playing. They stop playing the game. And yet love making content about this game because that's the YouTube game.
man, and I was, so at one point I was looking at making, you know, starting a gaming channel. And then, so one of my friends was telling me, he's like, so the #1 rule about making a game channel, he goes, don't cover the games that you love on it if you want to get a lot of views. Because if you want to get a lot of views, you're going to have to go for the kind of gimmicky ones like, you know, Ark or whatever. And I'm like, the more I look into Ark, I'm like, you got to check in every day on your dinos? I'm like, how is this not a job?
Yeah, no, that's what it turns into.
Right. And that's where I know y'all are big on this channel. I got nothing against them. It's just not my thing. That's where I go with all the survival games. Is it's like at some point, don't you just kind of get to the point where you're like, this is just it's just busy work. Now I will say the one that you had on your channel, the Lord of the Rings one, looks like one of the better survival games. But I still wonder
yeah.
if it just turn into busy work.
Tomato says 30. What should people do if they're tired of the grind? Go play something else.
I like that answer.
That's what you do.
What do you do? Well, what should I do if I don't like chicken?
Right. Right. Stop eating chicken. If you're tired of eating chicken, go eat steak.
Yeah, exactly. And also, you know, don't. You see it so much now, guys. And I'm not talking about it in this chat, I'm just saying it's like people, stop! For the love of it, please stop ordering chicken and then complaining that it's not steak. I mean, you saw it happen with this game. 30 people being like, oh, well, you know, I didn't want this, I wanted an Arkham game. And it's like, then why are you looking at this game? Because this is not an Arkham game. You're not getting an Arkham game.
But they said it was an Arkham universe, so they thought they were getting an Arkham game.
But that would be like me saying I'm making a Star Wars game.
I'm down.
Making a game in the Star Wars universe, and it's about Boba Fett. Well, Boba Fett needs his lightsaber, so Boba Fett doesn't have a lightsaber. Oh, by the way, 30, so talking about stupid things are, you remember how you once read that article that said basically like that the network executives of Disney said they came up with, Raid because they were like, well, we need strong female characters, and there aren't a lot of those in Disney, right?
Yeah.
Or Star Wars. What's funny is I was reading an article from 2007 with Timothy Zahn, and they asked him why he created Mara Jade, he said, well, I just don't feel like there's really any strong female characters in the universe. And it's like, so this dude literally said the same thing y'all were saying, but you ignore his character to give us a character that it's like, I swear, the fact that Mara Jade never showed up in the movies was the biggest missed opportunity from Disney.
I thought for sure Kerry Russell's character, when they showed her in the new movie, I thought she was going to be Mara Jade. I thought so.
I was like, there's your Mara Jade. I told my friends, I'm like, there's no way this is Mara Jade. And then when it wasn't, I was like, thanks, Disney. You made me look like an ass.
Duck and cover.
It,
It's gonna blow.
it's just
Oh, god damn it! I'm down again.
After all.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm down too. I don't know what's taking us down.
The big guys.
Big guys are.
Jesus, dude, I wasn't even near that dude.
Boomerang. As the
Outta
individual
here.
takes hold, consider remaining silent.
All right, I'm going for flips, or whoever that is. I think that's flips.
No.
We'll get nuked if we stand around.
4 minutes. Yeah. Work on the little guys.
Brown's trying to kill
Right.
me. Come on.
And see, like that's something that I feel is a strategy that people are overlooking. It's like, you know, the charges. Like people online who I saw a couple who were like, you know, oh well, the big guys are just they're too hard, they're too bullet spongy, so prioritize the little guys.
Yeah, they're detractors. They're there to keep you busy.
Distracted.
Yeah. I mean, they're tanks. That's basically what a tank does.
Exactly as I had planned, and with time to spare. We should make it back in
God damn it! Get away from me, you bitch!
I'm down.
Oh no!
Getting back on my feet. Clam.
You can't get to me. Okay. I was gonna say, if you can't get to me, don't worry about it.
Come on, we gotta get his ass down.
team firing. 3.
Oh shit! I'm gonna die. I can't get there. I wasn't paying attention.
You got 2 minutes to get here. It looks
Nope. I'm dead on the outside. I was. Oh, did we make it? Okay.
You came in well under my estimated losses.
like. Now run to the. Okay, run forward. That's something I really like, and I wish more games did it. Like,
I wasn't paying
I
attention, Mo.
That's right.
I know a lot of people are like, well, you know, play exfil shooters, and I'm like, hey, exfil shooters and exfilling in a shooter are not the same thing.
Bloody hell, that actually worked. I mean, exactly.
Let me ask you this. Me and a friend have been debating this the last week. I'm curious to get your thoughts on it, 30. Had Avengers launched in a state closer to this, do you think people would still be playing?
Yeah, if there was endgame like this, 100%. 100%.
Because, and I didn't get it till years after it came out. I got it when it was on sale for like $5, and by then nobody was playing anymore.
It was a good game. A lot of people shit on it because they didn't want a looter shooter. That's what it was. And my answer to those people is, if you don't want a looter shooter, then don't play looter shooters.
My Final Crisis rank went from 1 to 14 from that one thing. Yeah, like again, you know, don't order chicken and then be mad it's not steak. But
That moment, huh?
I think one thing that I noticed, like, and I don't know this 100%, so I'm more asking you this, but so the Hero Labs or whatever it was called, right? They didn't have those when it first launched, did it?
For which ones?
For Avengers, the Hero Labs or whatever it's called.
No, they didn't have anything. there was no end game. All they had was the Mega Hive, which at the start of Marvel's Avengers, it was you could go in by yourself with your 3 other bots, and then they revamped it where you could only go in by yourself or with people, right? And your bots didn't come in anymore. That was it. That was the only thing, and you could only run that, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, like 1 time a week with each character.
So basically, no end game.
There was no end game. None.
Yeah, if a shooter doesn't have an end game, you have to do one of 2 things. Either recognize that you're not going to make it as a looter shooter, or you're going to have to do like Borderlands, where like I think Borderlands 2 got some like 10 DLCs, and Borderlands 3 got like 7. It's like they put a lot of content into that game as expansions, but a looter shooter can't make it if they go, well, we don't have anything to do after you finish the main story, you're gonna be like, so what do I do with all these really cool guns I got? Just hold them. Put them on a shelf. They look pretty.
Yeah, I had a Hulk that was super overpowered and had nothing to do. And then when they brought in like the Red Room and all that stuff, it was so ridiculous because it was just one one event, and all I did with my Hulk was ground pound and the smash, and I killed everyone on the board. I literally stood still. My guy was so overpowered that it was the new content they brought into the game was boring to me.
Plus, don't you just love the fact, 30, that like how King Shark moves in this game is how Hulk should have been moving.
100%. When the way Hulk or the way Shark moves is what Hulk should have been.
Right. The only character, and you know, reminder, I bought it years after it came out. The only character that played exactly like I thought he should was Iron Man. Everyone else felt kind of. I was like, Thor is a glass cannon. That's kind of weird. So, like, Black Panther was the only character that I really found myself enjoying playing.
Argus thanks you for your
And
selfless and uncoerced contribution.
I know this is gonna sound so weird to so many people, but like, which came out first, Avengers or Anthem? Do you remember?
I'm sorry, say again?
Which one came out first, Avengers or Anthem?
Anthem.
How was your
Now that I know
Iron Man
the
flight
talents at your
less
disposal,
exciting than
I can
Anthem was?
plan for you.
I don't think it was less exciting. I think they did a good job with Iron Man's flight and stuff. I just think the way the ceilings were so low, it didn't really feel very good.
Yeah.
The only difference from Avengers in this game is Marvel's Avengers actually had powers, and powers in this game were just basically used guns. Sure. And look, I totally get that people don't like the guns used for the characters. But at the same time, it makes sense for them to have guns because, well, it makes sense for like Harley and Captain Boomerang and them to have guns. I don't know about the Demigod. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, well,
Not quite ready to
I
let
still
them go.
theorize that if you look at the storyline and how he works, because he's the one that comes onto the idea of working for working with a squad the fastest. I still say that they could have said that the whole reason he starts using guns is because he wants to fit in with the rest of the group. It's just that, hey, my friends are all using guns, so I'll use guns. I think this game lives or
I'm
dies
adapting this world to you,
by what
And
they do
you
with their
won't survive
seasons.
it.
Because if they don't, so let's see. So the only one that's available right now for Brainiac is when he basically turns into the Flash, right?
Yeah, that's it.
So that's it right now. So let's just say they do Green Lantern.
They are. They're doing Green Lantern and Superman next.
Right, Green Lantern and Superman. They can't do Wonder Woman because she didn't even have a boss fight.
Well, they can. Why couldn't they?
Well, fair enough. What I was gonna say was, let's go first four. They only right now they only have those four. Well, they've shown us before the end of this, like the end of the first year, there's gonna be 13, I think it's 13 Brainiacs. So that
Well,
might
I
be
don't
a
know if
lot.
it's the end of the first year. I think each of those, I think every two Brainiacs, the Green Lantern and whatever coming in, that's one season.
Right.
I don't think that's all coming out in this year.
Either way, they're gonna have to pull out.
I think 8 of the 13 are coming out this year.
Right, so it's like they're gonna have to pull out some stuff other than Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, and Flash, because it's like they can't just repeat that over and over and over again with here
Well,
now.
they could, and that would be a huge disappointment if they did that.
Here, fight Brainiac with Flash powers, but now he runs slightly faster. I think, in theory, and you know how theories are, But in theory, if they can make it feel like, okay, Brainiac, you know, there's 14 Brainiacs, and some of the people aren't thinking about
Reality is malleable.
or
Fastball
some
heads.
people aren't.
I'll demonstrate.
In this universe, it's the Flash, Green Lantern, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. In another universe, it could be Green Arrow's part of the Justice League, or Aquaman, or whatever. I don't think people are realizing just how much they can do with the multiverse, and I think that if they did, they'd be like, oh, well, so we killed the Justice League on this Earth. On this other Earth, the Justice League is the bad guys, they were always the bad guys, and they bring in Ultraman or what. Like, I know the thing.
No. Oh, I dead?
Inventive.
Oh, come on. How did I... What the hell hit me?
That laser cannon. Those things are nasty. I've had more KOs to them than I think actual enemies. I've died laughing for the last week and a half when you mentioned it on here. Like, it's just not on the phone, you can't hear me laughing, but I know we've talked in Discord chat, but man, this game, it's fun, number one, but number two, people go, oh, it's not a live service. We didn't want a live service. Meanwhile, those same people are the ones that were like, Gotham Knight should have been a live service.
Right. People complain that Gotham Knight should have been a live service game, and then when there's a live service game comes out, they're like, they shouldn't have made this a live service. Like, well, fucking pick a lane, would you?
Yeah, I love. So my cousin is probably one of the biggest Batman fans I know, and he's played a little bit of this game, but he's watched a lot of cutscenes. We share. I'm often saying this on video, but we share a PSN account, so. This is the cousin that's like, awesome. Like for Christmas this year, I'm probably gonna buy another PS5. But anyway, he's a huge Batman fan. I'm talking like he can tell you like everything you'd ever want to know about Batman. He can probably tell you. And when I showed this to him, he looked. I was like, "You got any issue?" He's like, "Oh, it's like Brainiac corrupted Batman. Brainiac killed Batman. All you did was free him from Brainiac, which is actually what Batman would have wanted." And I'm like, those are the kind of Batman fans that I wish more people would be, that would realize that you killed Batman because Batman was being controlled by Brainiac. And he would have been the first person to be like, oh, by the way, I
How
won.
many times will you come to Boomerang's aid before you admit
What the...
he's a detriment
Alright,
to your team?
I'm blowing up by... What am I blowing up by? Is it when I freeze the guy and then hit him? Is that what I'm being killed by? I'm being killed by my own explosions? Is that what's happening, chat?
Are they the big guys?
No, it's just a regular guy. I froze him and then all of a sudden he exploded on me.
Sweet stuff's poisonous, guys. It's all fun for the team.
And then, of course, this is my favorite one. Talking about just people just being insane. I don't understand.
It's Travis on this.
Oh, sorry.
Apparently you ran out of time before you ran
I'm
out
dead.
of books.
If I survive this, y'all are on your own. Hey, Quinn.
Thank you. Thank you, 30. I don't get this, and I will never understand it.
Yes, Norton. But what
So-
if I allow you to do some my domain, my rules,
There are
your
people
graveyard?
complaining about the fact that
Good luck.
in the bios, it says something about like Wonder Woman had to fight through and fight to overcome toxic masculinity to become a true hero or whatever. I'm like, I'm not saying that they couldn't have worded that better, but I think what they actually meant by that was it was a largely male thing, and she was kind of like the first female hero to come in and be like, "Hey guys, I can do this too." And
yeah, but here's the stupid part about making Wonder Woman like that. Wonder Woman has always been a strong woman, and I'm not talking about physical strength. You know what I mean?
right, like like I think
She's always been who she is, and it's not like she's not like she's in the workforce. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, gosh.
But that's the way the writers make her out to be like she's
Well, I
strong
mean,
because she's a woman, not because she's fucking Wonder Woman.
Look at her outfit, people. You're telling me that is a symbol of feminism?
Such a talent for chaos, Quinzel. And in service of what?
I love comic books. Like, I grew up, and I know this is a different type of comic book than DC, but I grew up reading, I don't know if you've ever read these, they're very old comics, but they're called Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah, I've read Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah. There's one where they're talking, there's a tiger, I think that's Hobbes, but Hobbes is like, wow, is her superpower being able to fit that frame into that outfit? Nah, they can all do that. It's like, nothing about these people is remotely believable. Why are you trying to apply real-world politics to them? You know, just enjoy the game.
Reality was feeling a little uninspired.
So what's going on here? I noticed that it says mastery leveled increased like 4 times now.
This is just a horde mode. It's a horde mode. You see how long you can last in this, and then once the time runs out, then you have to escape. That's it.
Okay, so we're at mastery level 7. So basically we've done 7 horde mode. We just got it. I particularly enjoy. I'm shocked. I really thought for sure Boomerang was going to be my main. And now I'm so used to this dead shot and being able to shoot in midair. So I really like that. I like when a game can go, hey, you thought you were going to play this character. But you actually like this character. Like, and that's why I love these games like this, like Borderlands. Don't get me wrong, I love narrative-driven games like Spider-Man. Spider-Man is one of my favorite games. I love Spider-Man 2 as well. And yes, I know Akuda Pop is going to make fun of me for admitting this.
We gotta go back the other way.
The only thing that's bad about narrative-driven games is you're really only playing one character. You don't get to play other play styles, see what weapons work, you know. I mean, even games like Legend of Zelda, where you have multiple weapons, it's still like you're playing one dude. You don't get to see what else people can do in the universe. Look at, then you look at games like this, and it's like you gave us 4 characters at launch, all with unique different play styles. I mean, I don't know if you remember or not, 30, that leading up to the game launching, you were like, I don't think I'm gonna like Harley Quinn. Her traversal seems like it's just not really gonna be for me. Now the game is out, and you're like, man, I love Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I like playing her. I like playing all of them, really, but she's the one I put the most time into right now.
And I'm just saying that's one of the things that makes games like this great, in my opinion, is they just have a way of, like, this is what you thought you would play, this is what you're actually playing. I remember going into Borderlands 2, I thought for sure I was going to play Maya, the pirate. I ended up playing Finn more than her because I was like, his playstyle fit me better. I feel like if people sit back and, allow themselves to understand, hey, this is video games, just have fun with it. Like, do you know what's funny? From a gameplay standpoint, I have not heard one person complain about the traversal feels too flat, slow, or gunplay doesn't really feel good, or you know, there's not enough bosses. All the complaints have been the story, and story is an important part of any game. But
yeah, the only thing is, it's all the people that are complaining about it is just because it's disrespectful for the Justice League.
yeah.
That's it. They don't care about the traversal. They don't care about the gunplay. I'm down. I don't know where you guys are. I'm way out of position, I think.
Rings range.
Coming. Ooh, something just beat the shit out of me there. Look, he took out my whole shield in one hit. I don't care. They disrespected the Justice League. So what? They're villains. Why would they show respect to the people who put them in jail?
That's what I don't understand. They're like, I think they're more upset that Harley Quinn killed Batman than just Batman being killed. You know what I mean?
She was disrespectful. She just shot him in the face. Did you not pay attention to when they captured him and she literally said, "Whatever you do, just don't put him in an elaborate death trap situation." Like, why would Harley Quinn, who knows how Batman is, why would she go, you know what, I'm gonna let him out so he can run away and then he can, you know, end up coming up with a plan and defeat him. Like, that doesn't even make any sense.
I like how I'm doing like no damage to this dude.
What, dude?
The big guy.
Did you break his shield first?
Yeah. Yeah. Get this.
Plus, I don't care if this is technical or not. Stuff with Boomerang is freaking hilarious. It makes sense. The gods with the person in every other way makes sense they would let you in this. It's like,
Yeah.
that's funny. Just... Oh, 30, I gotta tell you this one. This one's gonna make you laugh hysterically. So a guy said the other day on a different channel, he goes, "I beat the whole game and the game doesn't make any sense." And I was like, how does it not make any sense? He goes, "Well," I said, "Can you give me an example?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "So Lex Luthor gets his heart ripped out by Flash, right?" I was like, "Right." He goes, "So then later on, Lex Luthor's in the game." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Right?" He goes,
Yeah.
He's like, "How'd that happen?" He ripped his heart out. I was like, "Because he clearly didn't beat the game." They went to a different universe. And the guy goes, wait a minute, hold on. That was a different universe?" I'm like, "Oh, God." Like,
Yeah,
I was like,
even Lex Luthor looked different. Just for those idiots that didn't realize.
yeah.
Like, he was skinnier.
He was
And they put him in a
skinnier.
beard.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Was it the same Lex Luthor? Did you play the game?
Right, and that's kind of my point, is it's like, people who are claiming, well, you know, I beat the whole game and it was disrespectful and they ruined things and all that. It's like, then you ask them questions on it and you quickly realize, no, you didn't beat the whole game. You didn't even beat half of it. I think one of my personal favorites is the whole, you know, and we mentioned it several times, and we'll bring it up again. The whole, they disrespected Kevin Conroy. You know, other than that whole touching tribute at the end that actually, you know, made me a little teary-eyed.
Yeah, no. People are gonna say what they want, man. And then the way it'll work out, if the story is good and they change it up on the back end, they'll just say, well, they changed it because of the pushback of the fans.
Of course. What? You mean it was the plan to bring back the Justice League all along? No, they did that solely because we didn't like it. Like, I just look at some of those people who talk like that, and I'm like, you really think you're so arrogant as to think that a company is going to change their entire vision because you didn't
Jesus
like it?
Christ, dude. I got way too many guys on me. I get rid of this copter.
Darn. If the copter, I could take the copter out if it would stop moving.
Units, try to avoid Quinzel's sideshow act.
Goodness. Copters, man.
I got a brute on me, just bombarding me from the sky. Oh, I'm out of bullets. Okay,
I got one copter down.
got a brute up here.
Woo! And there goes the second.
Okay. Does that break his shields? No? Oh, there it goes.
Oh, you know what? Because you said, why does it seem like I'm not doing any damage to the one of the big guys? You should check to make sure, because just as there's a gun that says it deals no damage to grunts, there are also guns that say they...
I have a build where I do damage against brutes.
Okay.
Yeah, purposely.
The old rules don't apply here, Earthlings.
I had oh, that was hilarious. On one of the channels, there was a guy complaining to me the other day. He's like, I don't do damage against grunts. Why am I not doing any damage to these people? I'm following what the mission says, and it's like, did you check your gun to make sure it doesn't say, you know, deals no damage to grunts? And he looks and he's like, well, that's a stupid design. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the design.
I love how everyone's got problems with the design of what's it called? Only like crit shots. They're like, it's so annoying. I'm like, yeah, it's annoying in the beginning, but then once you figure it out, it's not annoying. Imagine like learning a game and like having some sort of difficulty level, and they're like, that's stupid difficulty level. I'm like, is it though? Like, I don't understand.
That's stupid difficulty level. No, people. Battletoads was stupid difficulty. Smash TV, when you get to the higher levels, was stupid difficulty. I'm serious, 30. I think a lot of people who like complain, you know, oh, there's a unacceptable difficulty level. It's like, man, if you've seen the games we played as kids, like,
I'm down.
Oh, hold on.
Sooner or later.
I'm coming. Oop, back up.
Yep.
Welcome. I know, like, somebody the other day was complaining, he's like, you know, about this game. He's like, you know, the difficulty level is just, it's insane. And I'm like, did you ever play, like, any of the Disney games as a kid? I'm like, those games were insanely difficult.
Don't let Lawton get you in his sights, warriors.
Whatever, dude.
Don't
What?
let Lawton get you in his sights.
There's like a little delay that's going on there. I don't like that. I don't know if it's a desync.
Yeah, I've noticed you're, like, just now when you were talking, like, just now it's coming through my YouTube, so I'm like...
Well, YouTube's gonna be a little bit delayed. That's just what it is. It's the delay in the game. There should be no delay in the game. There's definitely they gotta fix the servers in this game. Got to fix the servers in the game. They're not stable.
Oh, you know how you said that a lot of the, you're like, man, people say they're comic book fans and then they don't know anything. Like, I had a guy, he was like, well, it doesn't even make sense. They made gold kryptonite in this game. I was like, no. I was like, in this story, they made gold kryptonite. He's like, no, they made it for this game. It's never been in the comics. I looked it up. I was like, it's been in the comics since '67, dude. Insane.
Well, history doesn't matter. So
titles don't matter either, for that matter. We should make, you know, I stand by it, though. We should make a game called
Come on.
Rise of the All-Spark, and it's about, you guessed it, G.I. Joe. Because titles don't mean anything.
Whoa.
Come on, dear. Snap out of it.
Yeah, it's definitely desync right now.
Which I can honestly say, if, and it is a big if, but if
Kill my can do.
Transformers Reactivate is as fun as this, yeah, I can see myself putting a lot of hours into it, and maybe trying to get some of the characters that I really like. I mean, I refuse to spend money on getting Warframes and Warframe, which I don't play much anymore, but when I did, I wouldn't do that. And it's like, well, I don't recognize any of these characters. Why would I pay?
Right.
Now, if you go, oh, well, you know, it's 200 credits, it's $5 to unlock Soundwaves from the start. I think there's a lot of people who are going to do that.
Absolutely. And they say they are going to do that. They're gonna be where you can get certain things, or you can grind for it. I'll be the guy that grinds for it just because.
It's just, I think realistically, all the people who said, and this is one of my favorite complaints, and I'm sure you've heard this one. Well, I wanted Suicide Squad to be bad and fail so that live service games will go away. Oh, even if Suicide Squad failed, those live service ain't going anywhere. It's too profitable. They make too much money off of live service games for them to just go, oh, 5 people didn't like it, so I guess we'll just we'll stop doing it. I mean, didn't you say on stream the other night, Fortnite made something like $2.4 billion in 1 month?
Yeah.
Like, that alone is gonna make companies
Well, they're all.
go,
Yeah, well, they're all. That's the outlier, though. You know what I mean? That's an outlier.
it's the outlier, but from a company standpoint, they try to go toward the outlier.
That's interesting. Look at this tank.
I love it. Is there another tank somewhere?
Trying to help you, Mr. Tank. Don't worry about me.
Yeah. I mean, that's not so much the game breaking as that dude was just a bad driver.
Yeah, it's a terrible driver.
He hit a tree and he can't figure out his way around it.
Oh,
Oh,
he
he figured it out.
got out. He figured it out.
Student driver, right?
Oh my god, another tank.
Oh, I'm still not used to this gun yet. It's a really good gun, like a really good sniper rifle. But for whatever reason, one of its big gimmick is that, so you know how when you reload, there's the whole little bar and you try and hit it in the blue thing, right?
Yep.
So this gun, what it does is it swaps it to where it's at the start of the bar instead of the end of the bar. Goodness, do these dudes have shields or they're just...
Yeah, I'm desynced right now. Like, I'm hitting him, nothing's happening, and then I don't know what the fuck's going on right now.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, dude, die, would ya? My God.
Oh. I know you love hearing the stupid complaints people make, 30. I don't know if you heard this or not. One of the you know what one of the newest complaints about this game that just And you talked about how the people will just latch onto anything. I heard somebody today say, well, you can swing from a drone, but there's no fall damage in this game. Why would they put in the ability to traverse if there's no fall damage?
What do these people want? You're a shark that jumps, that's a demigod, and they're worried about like fall damage. Like I don't get it. I don't get it.
People, they're just taking any opportunity they can and looking for any problem. Like, I don't know. Like, I remember leading up to the launch of Spider-Man 2, they were like, we're adding in this highly requested feature of fall damage. I'm like, who requested this? Like, I don't think anybody who's playing a superhero game is like, I really want fall damage in my superhero game.
Oh wait, is there fall damage in Spider-Man 2?
Yeah, you can turn it on or off though. Yeah, I'm just like, who asked for this? Like, who genuinely was like, I want to play Spider-Man, but I want to be able to jump off a building and splat to my death.
I'm looking forward to beating Arkham Knight's Riddler trophies and getting the true ending of Batman. I like to go back and play all those games. I love those games.
Those games are so good. Yeah, and that is the one thing about live service I do not particularly like. The one have a lot of complaints against live service. The one complaint I do have, and I do see people making this point, like, man, I don't know. I know you said Mass Effect 2 is one of your favorite games. Any idea how many playthroughs you have in it?
I only have like, I think 3, total.
See, I've replayed the whole Mass Effect trilogy something like 15 times. And it's like, somebody was like, well, what's your incentive to go back? I'm like, my incentive to go back is it's a good game.
Yes, look. Find out real damage. Find all that firepower.
I just...
You're still human, Floyd Lawton.
And I'm gonna say this right now. I hope you'll do it on. I'm sure you will, but I hope you'll do it on your channel. But at launch, Helldivers 2 is gonna have less content than Suicide Squad, and yet I don't hear anyone complaining about it.
Well, it's because it's only a $40 game.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, let's be honest, 30. If this game had been $40, people still would have been playing.
Yeah, Helldivers, I'm not going to pick up right away. I know people are playing it right now. I'm going to wait for more content to come out because I think it's going to be light on content.
Yeah, it certainly looks like it does, and I know they said, like they announced it today on their when they showed off. They showed off a new trailer for today, the one that I sent you, but it was like in season, it's like coming in season 1 is unlimited horde mode or whatever. I'm like, well, that's nice, but that just tells me that you didn't have that ready to launch.
Well, it's a live service game, right? So they want you to keep coming back.
Right, and right, but it's like what we're doing right now. This is basically a horde mode. This is at launch. This has a mode that won't even be in Helldivers 2 at launch, and yet it's getting non-stop hate, and nobody's saying anything about Helldivers 2 not having a story.
Am I hitting this dude for 3 million and barely moving his thing? Like, what the hell?
We are at mastery level 20.
Well, I don't care. 3 million's 3 million. I mean,
depends on the health. If the tank has 50 billion HP, then 3
I know,
million
but I'm
HP.
hitting him for like 500,000. Then I hit him from 3 million. It doesn't look like it moves. There's no comparing Helldivers to Suicide Squad in my book. Why is that? They're both live service games. There's a hell of a lot more comparability to that, Jones, than Batman Arkham series to this.
30. There you go, making sense again.
All they have in common is live service? What do you mean? It's a horde mode.
Literally.
They have guns. What do you mean? It's a team-based
Toxic environment.
gun shooting live service game with horde mode.
with
But the
no
only thing they
story.
have in common is live service? What are you talking about? I mean, I would compare Helldivers 2 more to Starship Troopers, but you can still compare this more to that because it's live service and has like type of events and stuff. I think we might have to
30.
leave at 20 because I'm hitting things here, but nothing's like it's like desync big time.
I think you're gonna be. This is gonna make you die.
Come on.
This is really happy 30.
God, you see the helicopter? See what the helicopter's doing? Oh, go ahead.
It's dancing.
Yeah, when I hit it, it's so delayed.
Like I think you probably destroyed it. And I'm still shooting it. So you remember how as it was getting ready for launch, the stupid IGN thing. You remember Destiny Gary saying, "Well, you know, they put a bomb in Ivy's head, and that's unacceptable, and it's like child slavery and all that, right?"
Yeah.
So there's a organization that there's an organization that helps people who, you know, have been victims of child slavery and stuff like that, and they're preparing this. That they are, according to my friend who works at one of their subsidiaries, they are getting ready to launch a lawsuit against IGN for comparing a real-world tragedy to a video game.
That's stupid. What are they wasting their time for?
You know, I'm like, are you kidding me? You got nothing to prosecute for that. But at the same time, it's kind of funny to me because it's like, I bet you Destin now goes, maybe I shouldn't compare that to child slavery.
Yeah, I think Helldivers 2 came out today, early. I think it's like
No, it came out today. You bought the deluxe edition.
Yeah.
And Friday.
pretty early access, whatever, for deluxe.
That's actually a trend I would like to see disappear more than I'd like to see that trend disappear more than I would live service. Like, I'm sick and tired of seeing these. Buy the $45 upgrade edition to get 3 days early access. It's like,
Okay, I'm hitting this dude and he's not even. Come on, we gotta stop or something because I'm not doing any. I'm like hitting people and it's so desynced that it doesn't show up until like 5-6 seconds later.
could be mine. I'm looking. I mean, I have 1 gig internet, but the thing about that is it's like Frontier has been out here like that first week they got the internet set up. They had a guy come out like 15 times in that 1 week, and then every single time it would be like, oh well, we don't know what. We're just looking to see what's wrong. And then one time, 30, your Electric Man story made me remember this. So one of the guys, we literally watched him doing something in the box. Like he's messing with it, moving tools, changing wires. 1 second. He's moving stuff, changing wires, all that stuff. And then when our internet goes down, we're like, hey, why did our internet go down? What the heck? He goes, I didn't do anything. We're like, we've literally watched you touching the boss. Nope, wasn't me. Wasn't touching anything. Like,
Feel like I'm hitting him? Nothing's happening. Nothing happening.
well, it's gotta be on your end because I'm doing damage. It's not. It's basically nothing. But
All right. I'm gonna go where Eclipse is, or not Eclipse. Well, actually, it is Eclipse, isn't it? Yeah. Because I'm doing damage, but it's so delayed. So I'm gonna exit at the portal
where is the portal?
towards me.
Yeah, they do gotta get. I will say, if they don't get the servers fixed, that's also gonna be a huge.
They gotta
issue.
get the servers situation. And here's the weird thing: I'm on their Discord, and I don't see any talk about like anything right now. And I understand it's like the first weekend, like shit's happening, but you gotta come out and say something.
Yeah, I mean you can't just go, hey, our game's out, radio silence when you're live service. It's like,
Hang on, my volume is low.
What you call reality.
Did someone say Helldivers and Suicide Squad aren't similar? Yeah.
yes, they did.
All I'm saying, look,
If
I
lose y'all-
wouldn't compare Helldivers to Suicide Squads as far as like the games are, but you can make comparisons: live service, shooter, co-op game, horde modes. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot in common, so you can compare them. What's going on, Argus? Oh, how did I get first? What's the 40 points? What is that? Kill baddies to get treasure. Okay. What'd I get? What'd I get? Anything good?
8:30. I'll call you back in just a sec. Okay.
Yep.
What's up, gang? Jealous of my cool
Three.
new toy? No, that would be
Just three
envy.
things. Nothing too.
I just don't like seeing others succeed. Nothing personal.
I got third overall and I got fifth overall with my time.
When color's bright and profits low, here Simon says he runs the show.
Social. Clan leaderboard. Change category. Was it killing time? Is that the regular one? Yeah, fourth overall. 15. Wait a minute. This one? Oh, is this one? There you go. Second, 14. Highest mastery level. Didn't we just do 20? That doesn't make sense.
Why can't anything be easy?
Yeah, I don't think this stuff is right either. I don't have one here. No, I just did level 20. We're getting there for quite a bit. Oh, the daily challenges are been up for 3 hours. What do you got to do? Afflict 25 enemies in hack versus Brainiac missions. Okay. And shield harvest 20 enemies in community service mission. Oh, hello.
Whoa, long shot, no
I like how we're being.
frustrated.
Come on, get him. What's going on, creature? You still liking the grind? Yeah, I think I have to reset my, I know I did slow motion mode here, but there's definitely something, something funny here. Anybody left? Everybody?
We have ground control back. No, I do not want to know how you.
Yeah, there's like stuff sticking on to. Oh. They what is? Oh, for God's sake! This dude.
Work with me here.
Deadshot can't survive this. You're capable of such ferocity.
Jesus. Okay, we good? Good?
You must really be chafing at that interdimensional shitheel by now.
It's a misunderstood grind. They're respecting my grind. Oh yeah, this game. If you're a person that plays looter shooters, and you're playing this, you know how respectful this grind is. Like I could pop in for 20 minutes, 10 minutes, and go, okay, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this this mission right here, right? I'm going for the Bane Infamy set for shields and grenades. I got 10 minutes to spare. I go in there, do the mission, get my gear, and I can log out, right? It's not trying to like you'll get something out of it. Now, obviously, if you're looking for a specific gear, you're going to have to grind a little bit, but at least you know where you can get that gear from. You want to play it for 10 hours or 10 minutes? Exactly right. Right? If you want to go for some specific, like this particular gun, no, that's not a thing. But if you want to go for, look, guns, firearms is this one, right? If you want to go for grenades and shields, it's this one. And if you want to go for neck bombs and Lucky Charms is this one, right? Then once you're done with that, you can do the Brainiac. Do I have the Brainiac on here? I don't think we have the Brainiac because we're in Travis's world. And then there's awesome gear that drops for you. So you're going to get a mixture of like legendary. You can get a notorious. You can get a bunch of stuff. Yeah, Creature. They've learned a lot from not only Division 2, but all the other looters. All right, what are we doing next? Got some talents to do.
How would you like to alter your brain today?
And here's another cool thing. Ready for this? Okay, this is my skill tree for my squad talents. If I want to reset, right, I can reset all points by holding Y, and it'll delete everything. Or if I just want to reset the selected one, I select this one, and then this one's gone. Right, and I can move them over, and I can respect all the time. All the time, I can respect. I don't gotta grind for another 20 hours to try to get certain things because I went up the wrong skill tree or not. We're going into something. Oh, I know there's brutes. Let me put all my stuff into brutes. You there?
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Alright.
Yeah, you don't have to buy some weird ass respect token. You can't do it like once a week, or you gotta grind for it. You can literally just go into the skill tree and move it, right? If you go to your talent tree and you want to like move some of these things over, you're like, oh look, I want to redo talent tree. Let me edit. It doesn't delete everything for you. You can just move it over. I know, it's crazy. It's like something so simplistic. Okay. So simplistic.
Whoever squad leader, Water wanted us to add him. I tried, but since I'm not squad leader, it won't let me do it.
All right, let me. Water, you ready? I'll bring you in.
This game, as
Oh, I
far
can't.
as respect
I'm not the
my
leader.
time goes, this is the best live service to date, and yet people are completely ignoring that. They're shitting on the story, which okay, but even if you don't like the story, you should be able to appreciate this game from a game standpoint, and they can't even do that.
Don't make the content better when it starts to flow. What starts flowing? Yeah, and the next season comes out. We have right now in this game we have, yes, it's repetitive. Okay. Oh, here's another thing. In the tutorial, when you do the tutorial and you're in the Earth 2, that's where it was. And then it says, you know, what was it, 7 days later it says, or earlier, or 2 weeks earlier. So the same missions that you're doing in the tutorial is endgame. That's correct, because it's a throwback. Like, you start in the future, and then it goes back to the regular game where you play through it and how you got here type of thing. Anyway, then there's the invasion species, right? You got this sending signal. You got the world's unfair. You got the Brainiac mission. And then you have killing time hard mode and regular mode. Okay. Then next season comes out. All of these stay in the game. And then you get 6 more things that come into the game that you can bounce around and do things. So now if you come into season 1 and you missed the Bane gear, and you're like, oh man, I want to do that Bane gear. It's there for you. Right? If you want to do the new gear, it's there for you. Season 3 comes in. Season 4 comes in. You can still go back and get the Bane gear. So all that stuff will be on the map. Now, what they need to do is, because it's going to get really hectic on the map by that time. So they're going to have to do something with the UI, with the activities like above my head. Maybe they'll have to move it over where you can like pick and choose inside there. But there's going to be so much stuff to do on the actual thing.
The one thing I have not heard answered is, so let's say I miss, or so let's say I'm playing season 1 Bane with y'all right now. I missed season 2 of Two-Face because I'm in the hospital getting an appendix removed or something. I just picked something stupid. Do you have to buy the previous season, like with like a $4 unlock or something, or is it just
the battle pass or the season?
The season.
The season is free.
So you can go back and play a free season.
You can go back and play the entire season. Let's say you come in season 4. You just buy this game. Okay? Let's say it's on sale for like $30. You pick it up for $30, $40, whatever it is. And then all the seasons are in the game. And all the battle passes are in the game. So if you miss the battle pass, you can still go back and purchase that battle pass and then go up that battle pass if you want the cosmetics.
Absolutely insane. They're giving us all this, and people are just losing their shit over. The story wasn't what I wanted.
Who's leader right now?
I think.
Oh, it's Eclipse. Invite Agent from our clan.
Agent Wilzaro or something like that. Like, they're doing and giving so much, and players just honestly, I don't want Suicide Squad to fail, because based on everything I've seen thus far, this is like going to be my game where I'm like, this is how live service should be done. It has to respect the player's time.
Click on the map and then relinquish. It'll tell you to relinquish.
It has to respect players' time, give you new things to do, and it cannot be, and this is the big one, it cannot be that you've got this insane amount of FOMO. And so far, they're nailing it with this.
How would you like for me
and just, I mean, if I'm an employee at Rocksteady, at this point, I'm like...
Why can't I add you
Let me see if I can add him.
This is, I think it's because you're, you know what, it might be, here. I'm
Hey.
a relinquish leader.
Well, I can't.
Nope.
My-
You know what?
Hey,
I think it's fucked up because of, well, I'm gonna back out.
Hey,
'Cause-
Water. The other thing is, because it'll show this on mine. Did you make sure that when you set your matchmaking, you set it to where it said you could do?
I opened mine up to public.
Okay.
Or friends. It should be. But obviously it could reset. So I did it right before you invited me.
Oh, okay. I have been invited to be squad leader. So
When are you and Lona gonna play Foam Stars? Never, because I don't own a PlayStation 5.
Oh my gosh, I don't mind admitting I put Foam Stars on my library because it's free, but I have no intention of ever playing that game. It is literally just gonna sit in my library and be like, nope.
Can you send me another invite?
Sure. Foam Stars. Foam Stars, the game that's Splatoon, but doesn't want to be called Splatoon. Oh, I'm joining your squad, so you'll have to send the invites.
All right, that's fine.
I love the dude right now. Foam is not a toy. Yeah, I had a cousin once who ate foam, and they spent like 3 days in a hospital. But by all means, let's blast it at each other, right?
Okay, you're in the squad. I invited him. You're coming in on your own accord. Okay, has joined the squad. Just waiting on you, Water.
Creature. I jumped into Foam Stars. I uninstalled it during the tutorial. There you go, 30. One of those people that doesn't even has the game but doesn't even get the trophy for the tutorial.
I jumped into Foam Stars. I uninstalled it during the tutorial. That's great.
I watched somebody playing it today, and I'm just like, this is literally 100% Splatoon.
I have
They don't want to call it Splatoon.
no interest in it whatsoever.
None. Just insane. But I mean, on the one hand, though, in Sony's defense, if you look at how much money Splatoon made, I can see why they'd be like, "Hey, we want a chunk of that."
Sure.
But for them to then go, "Please stop calling us Splatoon. We're a completely different game." It's like,
Right, are you? Are you? Ooh. Master Two-Face Persuader. Oh wow, I got some good rolls on that.
oh, I'm sure surprising no one, including yourself, 30.
There's a villain's. When did I get that? The synergy on this? Harvesting enemies now has a 100% chance of dropping grenade ammo, as also increases grenade damage by 100% for 20 seconds. Like, what?
That is nice. Nasty, but nice. I died laughing at this today. I really, really did. Oh, cool. I didn't know that you can nano enhance your weapons. Okay, cool. So I just laughed at this today. After all that talk about, Suicide Squad is broken and it's busted and, it's not good and all this stuff. After all that, Destin is today posted a new video for Destiny 2, and in it he glitches out 4 or 5 times, but not once does he go, but this game's broken and buggy and messy.
Yeah, no one's gonna. Blue relink for Persona 3 Reload seems to be solid RPG. Doing in the 7s.
I'm playing both of those B at the moment. Ram Blue Relink is fun if you like the Tales of franchise, and Persona's just your stereotypical turn-based JRPG. Sorry, 30. I know. I'm more of a JRPG player, so.
You got to come to me, Water. If I go to you, then everyone else is not. Here, invite the squad. There you go.
They're good games as long as you understand. And this is something that always gets me. When Forspoken came out, if you remember, one of the huge complaints.
Yeah, I know there is, Salty.
One of the huge complaints about it is people were like, it's so the dialogue is so cringy. It's like it's literally part of the isekai genre. You know, the whole I got transported to another world. Those games are cringy. Those I guess I should say those stories are cringy. And it's like, why are you playing a genre that's known for having cringy and then complaining it's cringy? It's like,
that synergy is really nice on that master.
I don't like Ghost. I don't like Ghosts, so I should totally watch Ghostbusters. It's like, actually, I did watch the first Ghostbusters, and
Now, see, I was about to switch characters. But then I just got this melee weapon, and now, now I want to play her some more.
You're like, no, I'm not switching characters.
Yeah, I want to see what this melee weapon does now.
Yeah.
Because I got a grenade build going on, and now this melee weapon drops more grenades for me.
So now you can blow up more shit. That sounds like Harley Quinn. And that's another thing. Like, nobody's talking about the fact that like every character that we've gotten, the 4 characters at the start, everything about their moveset makes sense with them. Harley Quinn blows stuff up. Deadshot's really good at shooting things. King Shark it's the melee dude. Like, they balanced the team perfectly to where I have a friend the other day who was explaining, he's like, wait a minute. He's like, so you want to have the full party? I was like, if it was me, I would choose to have one of each character because it balances the team better.
I grow impatient with your cowardly pokes and prods. Come for me.
And
I'm waiting.
You know, you said it earlier, 30. You said if this was just a single-player story, it didn't have anything to offer outside of the thing, you know, people would be like, well, it doesn't offer anything. Yeah, and it's like, you know, if this wasn't set in the Arkham universe, people wouldn't be complaining. But like you said the other night, it's Rocksteady. They know what they're doing with their own universe. People need to sit back and let them work.
They're like, why are they putting it in the Arkham universe? Because it's their universe. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, and it's like, you know, sometimes I'll hear people go, well, you know, even the Arkham games are in the DC universe. Yes, but the Arkham universe is something that Rocksteady created with DC's licensing. It is their universe. And what I have to really respect this, DC themselves basically came out and was like, we're perfectly happy with what they made. Not Warner Brothers, but DC Comics said, we're happy with what they made. We think this is good.
All right, we're doing a level 20 here.
So, okay. I'm probably going to get destroyed, but I'll try it.
We'll see if we can pull you through.
Just go ahead and say it for the game, for the chat and the gamers. Thanks for carrying me.
B asks 30, what's better, this or Outriders? This has a much better end game, and I like this better because of the IP, right? Maybe I'm not a fan of Suicide Squad, but I'm a fan of DC, and I would like to see where they go with the story and with the characters that they bring in. I don't care about Outriders because they're generic.
Would you... where would you rank this compared to like
So you've engaged the
Division
child
2?
botanist in your extra-dimensional form. If you believe
Where
he
would I
was
rank this
unaccounted for,
with Division 2? I mean, Division 2, I'm telling you, if you made Division 2 into... Take Division out of it and put it into, like, Clone Wars. I would love that much more.
I would play the shit out of that.
You see what I'm saying? Like, if it's an IP that I love, if you take Division and make it Ghostbusters, I would love that game. More than I love it already. I like Division 2 a lot.
So I don't know if you heard about this or not, 30. Did you hear that it's supposedly been rumored, leaked, whatever you want to call it, but supposedly, and you know how rumors are, but supposedly, they're planning to do Outlaws as kind of a, like, here's the story-driven stuff side, and then they're going to do a, well, and now here's your online multiplayer side that's kind of like Red Dead Online or Grand Theft
Are they?
Auto Online.
Is that the rumor?
what if I allowed you to do
Yep.
some real
I mean, it, you know, again, rumor, but the rumor is that they're wanting to do it kind of that way, so it will be like you play through the campaign, and they introduce, like, you know, the smuggler faction or whatever, and then when you're done, like, you'll go back and go, oh, these are the guys that K-Best was helping, now I'm playing as one of them.
That'd be cool. If I'm really excited about that game, so...
things.
Yeah, that, somebody today was like, well, you know, Final Fantasy VII, I was like, eh. And they're like, well, you know,
I've been waiting for
okay.
this.
My alarm's going off.
Every time I do a melee, I get a grenade now? Get out of here.
Got my welcoming party right.
Thank you. I actually got down by the most embarrassing way possible. I didn't get back down by anything. I fell off the map.
For all the lives you've taken.
Every game, though, every game ever made. Oh,
This is
I'm gonna-
awesome.
nobody's business. It's pretty obvious I am not ready for this yet, but not too cared. Every game that ever made has flaws, and I'll tell you a hilarious one the other night, 30. So the other night, me and my friends are playing Lords of the Fallen, which I don't usually play Souls games, but, you know, when it's your friend and he's like, hey, let's play this together, sometimes you go, okay, when it's got good co-op, I'll give it a shot. But, so we're like, doing platforming, which, first of all, does any human being on Earth want platforming in Souls-like, or is that just something they put in to piss us off? But anyways, so I make the jump. I'm standing on the platform, and then the platform just flat out disappears, and I fall to my death. Gone completely. I'm on the platform, it disappears, and I'm like, guys, this is what I was explaining to someone. I was like, every game has bugs. There is no way for a company to have no bugs in their game whatsoever. Look at Baldur's Gate 3. Phenomenal game, still have bugs. So when I hear people say, well, you know, I'm not going to play a game if it has any bugs in it, it's like, then you're not going to play anything.
Yes, Lawson. But what if I allowed you to do some real...
Look at all the grenades. Every time I do a melee hit, it's a grenade. You get a grenade. You get a grenade. I'm fucking Oprah Winfrey.
Nah, Harley Quinn's a little bit more likable than
I
Oprah.
can provide it for you endlessly.
Firing on dead shot
Yes,
target.
so-
You know,
It's just so asinine of gamers to be like, you know, I'm not gonna play this game unless they give me this, this, and this. And it's like, well, then don't play that game. Play something that does give you A, B, and C. But don't
Oh, I'm
get
down.
mad
Resistor has come
because it doesn't
tumbling
cater
down.
to you.
See that they don't regain their footing.
I am not doing much damage, and I'm taking a lot of damage. That is not what I like to see.
Let Lawson get you in his sights.
Get
warriors.
behind my grenade if you want to leave. Just everywhere. Just grenades everywhere. Oh, invisible guy. Yeah, cool.
Oh, somebody, for the first time. So I've talked so much about people who don't understand the plot, complain about it. Oh, you know, this is wrong. They should have done this. At least somebody finally got it. So we were talking, and a guy goes, "Well, you know, Brainiac has Batman and the Flash and Green Lantern." And somebody goes, "How?" And he goes, "Because if Brainiac didn't have them, he couldn't infuse his troops with them." And the guy goes, "So what are you saying?" He goes,
Big guy's
"I'm
coming in.
saying that the Justice League you killed in this game
I'll take my
is
aliens
not the
for
Justice League
Let Lawton get
that
to his sights, Warriors.
you."
Don't
He's
let
like,
Lawton get you in his sights,
so basically,
Warriors.
like you were talking about how there's that Flash, and it's like, like Brainiac replaced him or whatever. Like somebody was like, "Here's an interesting thought. What if everyone is assuming, well, oh, you know, that's unacceptable. You killed the Arkham Batman. What if the Batman you killed wasn't the Arkham Batman?" It's like, in a week full of seeing people complaining and not understanding the stories, it's kind of nice to see someone be like,
I always hit the target.
now the interesting thing is, to me, 30. I mean,
Ow! Fuck. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm doing 40k damage, and it's not making a difference. I am basically just flying around just for fun now. If they pull well, the Batman you killed wasn't the Arkham Batman. It was another Batman. Brainiac gave him information about the cave, and then you took him out and whatever. Do you think people will then start saying, well, see, they changed it so it wasn't the Arkham Batman so that, you know, the fans were happy?
Say that again, because I'm concentrating and I'm not paying attention.
It was basically just, if they pull something like the Batman that you killed wasn't the Arkham Batman. It was a clone that Brainiac made or something, gave information about the Batcave and was like, go into the Batcave and, you know, mess with the Suicide Squad. Do people then go, well, see, Rocksteady changed it because...
Yeah, no, absolutely, that's what they do. Exactly what they do.
Even though it's like, it's probably like, that would be Rocksteady's plan from the get-go.
Yes, Lawton. But what if I allowed you to do some real damage?
Oh, I'm down.
Oh, I can't do much, but I can do this. Oh, did I get you up already, or did I just...
Yep. Nope, you got me.
Warriors. Don't let Lawton get you in his sights, Warriors. Can somebody take those bombs away from Quinzel? By force?
Oh my gosh. I don't think that's what's gonna happen, but that's an interesting thought. What if the seasons aren't about, like, just about Bane's weapons? What if Brainiac, like let's say, I think the first of, like, right now you can do Bane, but I think the first official season doesn't start until March. What if the Brainiac we fight in March has Bane superpowers?
Yeah, like, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be... Everyone thinks that everyone's just gonna be the Justice League member, but, like, they could be he could be anybody.
I mean, Brainiac literally is a collector, and we know now that there's 13 Brainiacs to deal with, so it's like, you've got 13 different universes where they could... I mean, just the amount of potential they could do, which I know the problem with potential is, you know, will they maximize it or will they mess it up? But the amount of potential they have is great. But unfortunately, it's not going to mean anything if the player base.
I was
like,
nowhere near that dude. Oh man, you're the only one up. You're the only one up.
Doubling back may
Oh,
very well
God.
break the chain.
All right, that dude's up. You're
I
up.
was nowhere near that explosion. I was high up in the air and nowhere near it. Someone needs to pick me up.
I'm coming. Oh, you got to you first. Well done.
Done and done. I'd Cactus
much
have a
potential they
prize.
could do, and yet, for whatever reason, you just know the fan base is going to be like, let's say they do whatever they need
Yes,
to, and they
yes,
make
Norton.
seasons
But
2,
we'll find
3,
out.
4
Do some
great.
real damage.
You know people are going to be like, yeah, you know, seasons 2, 3, and 4 were really great, but they killed off Batman, so 0 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be bad seasons and good seasons. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, that's always going to be a thing.
Like, in my mind,
Oh, I did it! Now what do I get?
and I love to hear you or anyone in chat's opinions on this, but like in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, so Bane gear basically inflicts like kind of almost like a
Norton's building quite the
massive build-up
Shoot
where
him down.
it you know, once you build it all up, they take all the
This is
damage right
actually
from there.
posing a threat
Like,
with those.
in my mind, I'm like, so what are the Two-Face weapons gonna do? And like, I'm like, is it gonna be like maybe they can inflict 2 different elements? Maybe they can inflict shock and fire, or they can inflict shock and poison, or poison and fire. Like, I'm already coming up with all these ideas, and I'm like I can't remember the last time when I played a game where I was like, man,
Yes, Norton.
I'm looking at stuff 3 seasons in advance and wondering, like, what are they going to do with this? But I am curious, like, what do you think, 30? You got any thoughts on what Two-Face weapons are going to be like, or?
I have no clue. I honestly, I don't even... I don't know what kind of abilities they would put on it. I mean, we already have... I have a Two-Face melee weapon right now, you know what I mean? So, I have no idea.
Wait, you do?
Yeah.
I'll enjoy stripping those boomerangs from you, Heartless.
I mean, it's a notorious weapon. It's called the Two-Face Persuader.
Oh, yeah.
All
I thought
right,
you meant-
we're good. Get back into the shelter.
Two-Face season weapon, and I was like, I can get that already.
Yeah, I got one. The melee weapon I'm using right now is a notorious Two-Face Masterwork Two-Face, and it's got the villain synergy. That's a whole other thing people don't talk about. The villain synergy is so different villains. So get this, right? So when a villain synergy comes in, and let's say they bring in all of a sudden now there's Scarecrow weapons, or there's other Two-Face weapons, or there's a Mad Hatter weapon, or so they're all going to. So if you put a Two-Face with a Scarecrow, it'll be a different synergy than if you put a Bane with a Two-Face or whatever else.
Right.
That's cool.
Like, they did a great job making this game, and I think that people need to start looking at it more from a gameplay standpoint and less from a how was the story amazing or not. Like,
Hey, maybe we got a future in
here's what's
Mexico.
crazy to me. Somebody in chat said it the other night. They said something along the lines of like, well, you know, the main draw of this game is definitely not the story. But then they want to, and I don't think it was Jason, but it was someone, and then it's like, and then they criticize the story. It's like, wait, if the story isn't the main draw, then why do you care if it's good or not?
Right. You guys outscored me big time, but
Oh, I didn't outscore
22. I'm surprised I did 7, I'll be honest with you.
I'm surprised I did 3.
I don't mind getting carried.
I get carried way more, and I'm okay with that.
Good night, Nurse.
My finite prices.
Master
rank
Free
up-
Flow.
Cool new toy.
Boomtown.
That way
Master
we
Heatwave's Molten Skin. Nice. I needed that. That's the one I was missing.
Can't believe they'll let
I'll
me
make it
have
quick.
something like this.
Oh, you got I'll make it quick too.
Yeah, I gotta make it quick.
Yeah.
And I got a Master Heatwave's Molten Skin. Each enemy you burn that isn't already burning makes you invulnerable to damage for 2 seconds. And returns 10% of damage received back to the attacker. Each additional enemy burned increases the duration by 2 seconds, up to a maximum of 30 seconds.
Ooh.
What? That's going to be crazy because my grenades are burn damage.
Enjoying that?
Bro.
I like what I like what I just picked up. That I got two. I'll make it quick. But one of them was, so every successful critical reload with this firearm triggers a stack of frenzy. At 3 stacks, you unleash a wave of venom frenzy that crazes all enemies within 30 meters. And then the rage bonus that I got with it, because I have the other, is now anytime I critical reload, it can also launch a healing wave for the team.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Not it says it only heals like
I can
10
release you
points
from
of damage,
misery,
but
Marcus.
that's better than nothing.
Never again would you feel doubt.
All right, I gotta go back to base real fast. I wanna
Go for it.
I wanna upgrade this real fast.
I can do my
Oh, you can
talent.
change your melee and grenades. Yeah. You can change it any time. Come on, Dark Taco.
Yeah, and that's something they also they said that's another thing that nobody's talking about. Like, I have Bane gear, so if I go, okay, well, my Bane gear is now paired with my fire, so I hit them with this and then I hit them with that. Oh, I've now inflicted crazed and fire at the same time. It's like, if you really look at like what this game is, it has every bit the depth of something like a Borderlands, but because it was a looter shooter and because it was a live service, all these people started going, oh, well, this is just going to be the next Avengers. And it's like, no, this is every bit as detailed as a Borderlands game is.
Hey, look at this. I can.
Look around while I freak out.
I'm gonna elite this shit.
Engineering stuff for
Shield mod.
real-life world-saving
This.
legends?
Modify it.
Want to switch this up? Sure thing. I believe in
Let's see.
constant
7
evolution.
credits. Suicide Strike resource. XP gains. Critical hit chance. I'm gonna go with the critical hit
taste.
chance.
That's what this has got.
Pistol. I need damage reduction. Would be nice.
Take this good thing and making it better is a life
Where's my-
philosophy I can get behind.
18% health. Guess I'll go with the
Why
health.
change it when it's not broken? This is why.
Weapon damage, burning resistance. 4%. 4,
I understand.
I have a
You like
question.
what
If I
you
do it
have.
again,
No skin off my back.
Field
Barely
harvest
perceptible
chance, that's better.
alterations never look so
Oh.
sweet.
So I don't know if you have this on your Infamous or not, 30, but mine says on it, on my Infamous, it says you can only modify 1 slot per legendary or per Infamous item.
well, until you elite it,
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah.
you have to elite it.
Yeah.
Mm,
My brain power and I don't always get
burn
along.
resistance. I have a question, Pat, or anybody that has the answer. If I throw my fire on the ground, do I get burned from my own grenades if I'm in it?
No.
So the 32.5% burning resistance is only against other people that are throwing burn grenades towards me?
That do fire damage.
No. Okay. 10% affliction resource from enemy kill. I'll keep it.
Sometimes the best thing to do is just to stick with
Only if
old
the grenade
faiths.
says it does that. There's one that does. Okay.
Okay, I like that ability. I'm going to change my sniper rifle to where it does. Anytime I reload, I get plus 50% of my shield back.
Report on stuff here. Overall damage 40%. Critical hit damage. Total 34%. Melee is 29. Grenade damage 61%. Active is 50%.
I would kill for a new assault rifle. My current assault rifle.
All right.
It's not bad. It's just one that I've had since the game like began, and I keep hoping with each and every one. I'm like, is this going to be where I get a new assault rifle? And it's like, just like in Monster Hunter, which I also love. It's like, nope, we know that's the one thing you're looking for, so we're not going to give it to you.
All right. I'm ready. I'm ready when you guys are.
All right, ready. So since spoiler talk is allowed, so was there any moment in the game where you just had a moment where you were like, "Wow, I did not see that coming"?
I guess Wonder Woman dying. I thought for sure that Wonder Woman was going to get turned in my head. She was going to get turned, and we were going to have a hidden boss fight with her.
Yeah,
With claws
I can kind
beneath
of see that.
the head.
Engaging Brainiac in multiple dimensions is a fine strategy, Task Force X. Kudos to me.
I get why they did it. It was because, you needed to find him in the alternate world. But I have to admit,
Lex?
actually really surprised to see Lex Luthor get killed that early in the game.
I was during my main playthrough when you guys watched me play. I was like, oh damn! Like, but I was like, oh, we're just gonna get him again. Like, I knew that was gonna happen.
Oh yeah. Oh, I must be in Water's world. I'm not even doing any damage to like the standard enemies out on the street. I mean, I take it back. I'm doing some. It's not anything amazing, but
Target selected.
Because this is basically an ordinary vacation.
The
that
reason why
and
you get blown up is by the stuff the enemies will blow up. And die bruise. Okay. Got it.
I think though I'll have to say, as much as I love the joke about Boomerang's, only because it was like I was like, I love that they went there. I think my favorite joke in the whole game though actually was when they beat Batman and he's about to chop his finger off. What? I thought we were going for the hat trick.
Yeah. When he's like the stuff like that. Look, I had no problem. And if people want to say I'm disrespectful because I'm okay with the dick jokes while Flash was dead on the ground, right? You know what I mean? Like it's a piece of entertainment, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't think it's disrespectful. It's not like the Flash is like this Flash is the main Flash or this is the one and holy grail of Flash. It's a character in a video game that's based off a comic book. You know what I mean? Like whatever. Suggest 21. Isn't that where we're at? We're at 21. Yeah. Actually, we don't. What's the difference if we do 21 or 20? 21, 20, 4 grunts, 5 grunts. Okay, whatever.
Like Solemn, I wish more people were like what Solemn Arius is saying. He goes, Flash is literally my favorite superhero, and I was fine with the dick skit. It's like, yes, because like they're so disrespectful. Yeah, that's literally who the Suicide Squad is.
Yeah, I don't understand what you guys wanted them to do. Be like, oh, poor Flash is dead. Let's give him a funeral. Like they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit.
And literally, like, oh man, Roy Lawton just kills Green Lantern and he's in his Green Lantern boxers. First of all, the Green Lantern boxers was hilarious. Second of all, Deadshot told you in the beginning of the game, I'm gonna put a bullet in your skull, Lantern.
I love how she saluted it. Like, it wasn't just like a kind of like easygoing salute. It was like a, whoa, much respect for that thing.
King Shark's line was the best, though.
Yeah.
The gods push you in all other places.
Yeah.
It
It makes sense that you lack everything else in life.
Yeah. It was so good, and I'm like, Like, people who are like, that's just stupid humor. Go read the comics. The Suicide
Go
Squad
back again.
is stupid
It
humor.
would be a shame if you were trapped on this earth, wouldn't it?
I don't know if you watched it or not, 30. Did you watch the first season of,
Overseeing Ivy's deployment.
Did you watch the first season of, Peacemaker?
No, I haven't seen anything of it.
It is absolutely that exact same level of humor, that exact same. I mean, now it doesn't spoil anything big, but in the very first scene, or not first scene, in the very first episode, there's a scene where he takes a girl back to his hotel room. They're, and as he's finishing, he's like, freedom! Like, that is the Suicide Squad. They don't respect people, and like, for people to be like, oh, they were so disrespectful, I would have been pissed if they weren't disrespectful.
Good. Now make sure the others don't come over. Maybe annihilate them.
These roots aren't working.
So, I will admit, 30, so I watched this show the other night, because I'll say friend who's a girl that I hope to be a girlfriend one day, she wanted to watch it. We're only 2 episodes in, but so far Percy Jackson is actually not that bad.
I haven't seen that either.
It's not amazing. Like, if you read the books, then you're gonna be like, yeah, I can see it. But like, I have a friend who's like, I've never read any of it, so he's like, it's a good standalone show, and I'm like, well, yeah, but that's like, I've never been a huge fan of Harry Potter, but I watched the movies because next year I'm going to Universal, and I'm like, man, I want to be able to be like, oh man, this is what they were referencing when they built Harry Potter world.
Oh yeah, it's cool if you've never been.
We're going to Universal, and we're doing one day at Universal, one day at I think we're going to the Star Wars park, and then I surprised my entire family because they were like, you probably want to go to Space Mountain or Star Wars. I was like, I want to go to Epcot. They were like, what? I was like, yeah, as a kid, you're like, Epcot is stupid. As an adult, you're like, man, Epcot was awesome.
Epcot's my favorite.
Let's create an environment that's so
Since you do go on a regular basis, I'll ask you this.
never walk that rooftop. You should kill
I'm
everything yourself.
trying to save up also to get like the money to do the whole build your own lightsaber thing.
Yep.
Any idea how much that is?
Yeah, I think they range in price. So they're from like 150 like all the way up to like 300 or something like that.
That's not as bad as I was expecting. I was expecting like $600-700.
It could get up there, but I'm not too sure because I never bought one. But we checked them out when we were there. It all depends on which blade you get. And...
Units, stay on your toes. Don't let Harkness get close.
But I don't know. I mean, on the one hand, part of me is like, yeah, you're a Star Wars themed part, do it. But then I had another friend who was like, man, the like Video FX VC DAR, or I don't know what brand it's called, but it's like there's a brand you can buy online. That's
there's actually better sabers you can buy online. They're not as expensive, and they're also better quality made. Ooh, I'm down.
So my dad's friend, when they went with him to, no, it wasn't with them, but they went to Disney, and he bought those lightsabers for his entire family, and kids, grandkids, make your own lightsaber. Well, he's got 17 grandkids and 4 kids, and I think my dad said he dropped something like $7K on the lightsaber.
How did you want, Harley?
I was like,
I can provide it
man,
for
that
you
would be nice
endlessly.
to have that kind of money.
Yeah, it's a cool experience.
Yeah. I really want to go to the Star Wars park because someone was telling me, they were like, man, the Millennium Falcon ride is insanely cool.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a big video game, is what it is.
It's like one of those like target blasting things almost.
It's Have you ever been to Star Tours?
I don't think so. I've been on the. Is it kind of like the Men in Black ride at Universal?
No.
Sometimes I amaze even myself.
No, Men in Black is like a shooter game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not. Well, it is, but it's not like that because it's more futuristic because you're basically in a first person. You're inside the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon, and it's a mission you're going on, and there's people that are flying. So each time you ride it is a little different because if you are the pilot, then you're piloting it. If you're the co-pilot, you're in control of the co-pilot stuff. If you're the gunners, then you're in control of the gunning part. So it's pretty neat.
That's cool.
I'm down again. I don't know.
Coming.
I can feel them hurting one of my plant babies.
Oh, so I know you and your son love going to theme parks, you said. So, you know one thing that really stood out to me in this game, 30, was in the beginning, at the very beginning, when when Green Lantern captures them and has them in the rings and he's flying them around the city, I was like, dude, this would make for an awesome theme park ride.
All the bad guys.
Which part? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, at the very beginning when he's like, you know, hey, flying them around the city, he's like, watch this, first look, and then you like the camera angles on that, I was just like, man, that would have been a fun theme park ride.
Yeah, when that happened with the Green Lantern, I was like, yeah, that's a theme park ride.
Oh, yeah.
See, when he explodes like that, it's because I'm close to him and then he explodes. I don't know why it does that. I know I'm fucking up there.
So there's certain enemies that, if you're really close, they'll explode on you when they die. And sometimes it can be kind of hard to tell which one's which.
Hey, ugly! Forget the sprouts. Pick on someone your own size, like us. Is there anything better than a plant ruthlessly defending itself? Huh? I didn't think so.
You know what's funny? Before the game came out, I was like, I wasn't super excited about what they.
Oh, got him.
Right. Yeah. No, thank you. Thank you, water. That was good. So I was kind of one of those people who was like, I don't necessarily hate it, but I was like, I don't get why they made I don't get why they made Ivy a kid. So then after playing the game, I was like telling my friend, I was like, you know how I said this is like Borderlands? He goes, yeah. I was like, oh, they made Ivy a kid so they could have a Tiny Tina kid.
Yeah, it's a tiny Tina, and I think later down the road, either she'll age or it's gonna be a little weird because she's a vendor, right? So they could evolve her and she's still a vendor and she ages, or there's another Ivy that comes in from a different dimension.
I can see it now too, also, and this is gonna be really, really dumb. But I can see, like, as she ages up, Boomerang like starts hitting on her, and she's like, "You remember that? I remember you put a bomb in my head."
Yeah. Magic says, I wouldn't say super respectful and revert, but also it wasn't evil and killing people. There's also insane criminals that we've spent years in prison. Do they really regulate the emotions correctly, Reese? They were, and there was also a point. The psychos, that was also whoever they're pointing out, they're not respectful. But Wonder Woman, they are. All the reasons you... Well, I think there's a difference there. They're respectful for Wonder Woman at that moment because Superman is murdering her. And in that situation, Wonder Woman is on their side. And the side that they have is that they're trying to protect the planet now. So it's not about having respect for them, for Wonder Woman because they respect her because she's a good guy. They respect her because at that moment, she's also trying to protect the city.
Well, it's not just that. If you remember at the beginning of the game, if you remember at the very beginning of the game, there's a point where they're talking and Harley Quinn's like, "Oh my God, it's Wonder Woman." She's like, "I'm like a huge fan and all this stuff," and she's like, front of her, and then they proceed to embarrass her in front of them.
Telling
It's
the Hall of
like
Justice. Okay.
that was the whole thing about it. It was like Wonder Woman was the only one that wasn't turned. Harley was already a huge fan of her. If you remember, when she's kicking their butt, Deadshot's like, "Well, ain't this a bitch? I bought my kid a Wonder Woman T-shirt for Christmas."
Yeah.
It's like Wonder Woman was beloved not because of she's a strong female and a symbol of like, and this is what drives me crazy. It's like I like you
Right,
talking about
creature. Right.
you're talking about misinformation. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I loved when Harley said that. She's like, when she was like, Bruce, it's been a long ride. Years of tormenting people, giving them severe mental and psychological harm.
Yeah.
Like, so talking about how misinformation 30. Somebody yesterday was trying to say that, well, the whole reason Wonder Woman didn't get corrupted and the whole reason they said that, she couldn't be corrupted by him was because she's a woman. And I was like, no, it was because he never captured her.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman, first person to, like, if I had been captured, I would have been like this.
She didn't go up to the ship.
Right. Like,
There's audio logs about it.
Right. Like, and there's audio logs that tell you Brainiac was trying to capture Wonder Woman, but he never was able to.
It's your brain. Choice is yours.
No, dude, I will not like Harley more. I'm not good at it.
I think the scene where Harley kills the bat is awesome. Yeah, like
You're welcome.
the reason no one shit on Wonder Woman is because Wonder Woman didn't do anything to these particular criminals, right? There's a matchup between Green Lantern and Deadshot, so he hates Green Lantern. The Flash and Boomerang have history. Boomerang hates the Flash. Harley has problems with Batman for all these years, right? And then there's, a demigod versus like Superman, basically, right? Even though I don't think he actually has any beef with him. He's just more of the last character left over, and it's Superman.
What the hell? Y'all are carrying me anyways. Might as well just go ahead and start leveling up my King Shark. Yeah, like every character that killed one of the Justice League members and then was disrespectful to them, it was like, that's their road. They would be disrespectful to them. Like, I don't know.
All right, Dolphin, have a good one.
Maybe I'm thinking too much, but I don't understand why people would want villains to be polite and respectful. That doesn't make sense. Oh, 30, because it's right here. The sign right here. Somebody said,
oh yeah,
that there. See, this is why Sweet Baby Inc. ruins every video game they touch. I'm like, if you have an issue with that sign, like I get it. I'm not a fan of all the constant we gotta have it in everything. But I'm like, man, if a sign pissed you off to that degree, you might be hiding something.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I didn't notice this until like day 4 when I was like running back and forth in between the thing. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like I didn't care for it. You know what I mean? Like, not that I didn't care for it. Like I didn't care for it. Like I just didn't give a shit.
Oh look, yeah, exactly. It's like, oh look, it's a 2-second thing that you've run past 1,000 times, didn't care about, and now all of a sudden we're gonna start complaining about it.
Yeah, Mo, you didn't even notice the sign? What, till just now? Yeah. It took me like 4 days in game to notice that. Because I just come out here and I'm like running through and I'm like, okay, cool. Like I honestly I didn't notice it.
It's like because it's like I don't know. I'm just I'm so sick of. I understand people's point about like, does there have to be representation in everything? It's like, but when it's that minuscule and that small, like if you're bitching about that, you just need to stop playing anything. I loved the other night, though, by the way, 30, you made me die laughing when you were like, with the IGN review, and you're like, I think it was Destin, but you were like, man, whoever wrote this, they need to stop gaming.
Like, seriously, like...
30 was just like, nope, I ain't having this shit tonight.
I totally get people don't want shit in their games, but like you said, like it's a sign, or it's like the most minuscule thing possible. I mean, there's other things in the city that I've noticed, but again, it is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like I'm gonna quote one of my friends here, who. Good friend, but you know, part of that community, all that stuff. But he'll be the first. He always jokes. He's like, I'm not saying they need to be put in everything, but he's like, man, these people who are like, oh my god, they put a. He's like, they put a black woman in what was it, Alan Wake 2, and he's like, yes, believe it or not, black people do exist.
Yeah. Reese says, I thought Harley's speech was retarded. But I don't really care how they treat the heroes because they're crazy. But all the reasons offered to why it fits makes Wonder Woman's scene not fit. Makes Wonder Woman's scene not fit when she's talking to the Suicide Squad. What do you mean? She doesn't like the Suicide Squad the entire time that they're in the game, and then all of a sudden she sees them like fighting and doing good, right? And she like acknowledges it before she dies. Is that what you don't like about it? Or how Superman obliterated her with his... Because he went nuclear.
Oh, God, 30. Again, knowing people... somebody said this the other day. Well, Superman would never kill Wonder Woman because the two of them are in a relationship. I'm like, he's controlled by Brainiac. You think Brainiac... relationships?
Here's the thing. If anyone was disrespected, I think it would be Wonder Woman because I think she died from not even Superman. Like it was a clone. in my opinion, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would agree. I think I think Wonder Woman was probably the most disrespected. Also because like I mean, I don't know. I'm also one of those weird people who looks at things and I'm like, man, the disrespect shown to Wonder Woman, I was like...
I mean, she had an honorable death, you know what I mean? I mean, she got her ass kicked.
Here's the funny thing, the disrespect shown to Wonder Woman by Rocksteady. You mean the fact that they didn't have her corrupted as well? Yeah, that was a bad idea.
I mean, I'm still hoping that another Wonder Woman from another era, from another Earth, gets corrupted and we have a Wonder Woman fight. I'm all for it.
Oh, I'm all for that too. I think that's a great idea. But it's just funny that everyone's like disrespected. My mind like was disrespected by not being turned into a brainless minion.
What are we missing over here? Oh, there's one over here.
Yeah.
Okay, one down below over here. Oh, that's one done. That one's done. Get A.
I'm doing so little damage that the shark with the Gatling gun is now trying to play sniper on the rooftop.
Okay. Next.
Don't try killing incubators at home, kids. A lot of moving parts.
I'm going way up.
So I think one of the best scenes in this game, and I love that Rocksteady did this. I love that Rocksteady put in the part where you fail the mission, then it scratches it out, and Harley's like, yeah, remember, I've got a PhD in biochemistry and in chemicals and stuff, or whatever it was she said, and then it's like, oh, right, that's right, she has a chemical degree, and like, people forget that Harley was more than just, oh, she was just, you know, some random chick that Joker picked. It was like, no, he picked Harley for her intelligence.
There we go.
Good carrying, guys. Thanks a lot.
Now get your ass to the exit.
My shark is literally level 2, so.
Oh, well, you're definitely gonna get leveled up then.
Oh yeah.
Hunt them down.
I thought. I'll say it this way, 30. There were way more jokes that landed for me than that didn't land.
Oh yeah, I laughed out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, in my head canon right now, like, anyone's able to be a boss, right? Like, Two-Face could be a boss, Bane could be a boss, Clayface could be a boss, right? It doesn't have to be Justice League members. Then Aquaman and Hawkman could be a boss. Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman, right?
Aquaman.
Yeah, I said Aquaman, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that one.
Whoop, whoop, 62, 63.
I am still hopeful that we get Black Manta or Red Hood or Peacemaker or one of the ones that I told you I really wanted. But at the same time, it's like, if we don't, I'm enjoying playing this. Like, I like it. Who cares? Like, I'm not one of those people. Ooh, I just got my first villain synergy. Let's see. Face of Fury. Harvesting enemies now has a 100% chance of dropping grenade ammo and also increases grenade damage by the same one you got.
I think this is a, I mean, look, this is pretty good gear to get, right? You know what I mean? Like, I think this is solid.
Did you see the text that they put underneath it? You got multiple iterations with Bane, right? You got the big explosive power. Everybody loves that shit. Bam, problem's gone. But guy's got a one-track mind. No regard for goons, suits, cars, campaign headquarters, none of it. Two-Face. The original Two-Face's first appearance in Detective Comics number 66. Like, that's a Two-Face comic, and I didn't see him being, oh, you know, well, I'm going to say nice and polite and respectful things about Bane. No, he was making fun of Bane. He basically called him an idiot.
Do you guys want to do a Brainiac fight?
Let me level up my character summon, sure.
What time is it? 10:46.
Ooh. So, let's see. Yeah. Well, I went from level 1 to level 6 with him, so that's not bad. But let me go back to the Hall of Justice real quick, because if we're going to do one where I actually want to contribute, I'm going to go to being Deadshot, because that's my main.
I mean, the Brainiac fight will take about 30 minutes or so, because between the 2 points that you have to go and then the fight itself.
Yeah.
And you get like 8 pieces of gear from him, so.
What are you talking about? The dude 3-0. We might have a dynasty. Oh wait, is this sports stuff? Because if so, my brain will explode hearing it. No, I'm kidding. Man, like, there's so many things people just do not remember about or understand about comics. I had somebody yesterday tell me, they're like, well, you know, with Bane being a character whose only thing is that he's strong, I'm like, except it's not his only thing. He's also incredibly intelligent.
Ooh, this is a tier 3. Tier 3. Let's see. Neck bomb mod.
I'm going to disagree with you, Altern. I do think that this was their way of saying we're done with Arkham games, but I think that this was their way of saying the Arkhamverse is not solely about Arkham games. We have more that we can do. So I don't think.
Special for the best of enemies.
See, that's what's funny. You're saying, and sorry, 30 for hijacking, but Altern, you're saying, you said, let's be honest, this game is Rocksteady's way to say their universe is dead. Don't expect more Batman games here. They killed all the heroes. That doesn't scream. If that does not scream no more Arkhamverse, I don't know what is. So I would disagree with you only because I would, and 30, I don't know if you'd agree or not, but I'd be willing to say this is their way of saying the Arkham universe isn't dead, but the Arkham universe isn't solely about Batman. It's about
Yeah, it's about the world. It's about the characters they have in it. Yeah. They told that story with Batman in the Arkhamverse, and now they're telling other stories within the Arkhamverse.
right.
Totally cleared this with Ms. Waller. Don't worry.
I think my favorite down line so far is if you're Boomerang and like nobody revives you for a little bit. Come on, guys, you know what they say.
No, that's
Dreamwork, teamwork makes the flaming dream work, and it's like my friend is like, why does he keep saying flaming? And I'm like, that's the Aussie equivalency. And he's like, oh, it's like, oh, I had no idea. I was like,
I think I'm gonna keep the 18% on this, and then the 44%. We get 46%. Sweet.
But you know, people just love to. And I'm not saying
more damage enemy. Critical hits enemies below. I thought I had other. Oh, because I this is a tier 3, so I have to have other tier 3s to make that work. Is that how it works?
Correct.
I thought I had another tier 3 something somewhere.
God, your loadout makes mine look bad. You've got like red, pink, and I'm like, I got like one red and the rest is golds.
Yeah, I have one piece. I need another tier. I thought I had another tier 3. Do I not have another tier 3?
I wish there was a way you could buy weapons, because like, again, I want a good assault rifle so bad.
I do. I have a tier 3 here. Sorry. Cluster. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Let me change this stuff real fast.
I mean, I bet you're here to make those.
But you know, and
metal weapons a little more.
I'm not trying to call out anyone in your chat, but it's like, you know, 30. We've talked long enough to know, for you to know that I don't know if I'm as much of a Sony pony now as I was when I first came in, but like Sony is still my preferred brand. But even as a Sony, if you want to call me a Sony pony, I'm still a person who's like, all this talk of like, oh, Xbox is going down and they're never going to recover. It's like, guys, Xbox is going to be fine. Like you've said, it's not that Xbox is getting out of the game. They're just changing the way in which they play the game.
Where is the thing? Free?
I will ask you, 30, with all this talk surrounding it, do you think we see some of the Xbox games come to PlayStation? And if we do you think they will set it up in a way where it's like, okay, Xbox gets Starfield for a full year, and then it comes to Sony? Or will they do it kind of like simultaneous release?
I'm sorry, say it one more time.
If Xbox games are in fact coming to Sony,
yep,
will they do it in a way where it's like a simultaneous release, or will Xbox like get the game? Let's say Starfield.
I think there's going to be certain games that come to PlayStation and whatnot that are older games that have been on Xbox for a while. I think there's other games that will come out and they will have time exclusive on Game Pass day and date, and then it will come to PlayStation or Switch. Like, if you're talking about certain games like Starfield, if it comes out 6 months from now, or maybe it comes out sooner, I think a 1 year like cutoff, and then it'll come over to PlayStation. Or if another game comes out, like if Sea of Thieves moves over because it's been out for 5 years on Xbox, then it'll be there. I don't think that they're taking all their games and moving them over, but you know, whatever. 1.5 damage.
And look, it's
Chance
for
of
me,
grenade
it's
ammo
like,
on enemies killed within 5 meters. Made damage to all afflicted enemies. Oh, dude, I gotta keep
I don't
that.
see it as
Okay.
an insult. Don't worry.
Yeah, let me see.
Familiar
it's
is
like, let's just say they bring Sea of Thieves over to PlayStation. Like at some point, I might try it, but I'm not one of those people who goes,
Sometimes the best
well,
thing to do is just
like
stick with Old Faithful.
let's see, what's a good example
Oh,
of
it's
something?
I would take that 50 for. I got to change the. I could use this, but I want flame damage, not freeze damage. That's a good thing though, right there. If I keep the 50, that's the most it can be.
Does it
50%
change it?
is maxed. I wish. Oh God, I wish I could get the burning one.
Does it change it to freeze if you're using freeze as a modification?
I'm sorry. Say again.
Like if you take that 50% grenade damage on frozen enemies, will it switch the grenade to being frozen?
The modification. If I take the 50%, it'll no. It's already frozen. You have to do the affliction on the other thing. Let's see here. All right, so pick that. Let's tote it.
Familiar is
I want the
good.
burning one. But the burning one's a chance of 30 to 50, right? Yeah.
You know a detail, my friend? He's been playing this, and he hasn't even seen this detail yet, 30. But I showed it to him.
What's it go up now? Hold on 1 second. 30 to 50 grenade damage on burning enemies. Come on, give me the 50. Oh, there it is. There it is.
30's just like, nope, never changing my character now.
And now I gotta go. I gotta go put the burn damage on there. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Are we partners in crime?
Apply affliction, grenade, burn damage on there. Oh yeah, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking, right? And then on top of that, because I like what I got going on here, let's supercharge this bitch. There's that. There's that. One more time. Blammo, maxed out. All I need is really a master one is really what I really needed for that, but okay, so now with this gear, now I'm doing critical on enemies below 50% health, trigger Bane's Fury, which increases the damage by 50% and damages the crazed enemies by 50% for 60 seconds. Each stack Bane's Fury adds 5% chance to cause an enemy to explode on death and craze enemies within 10 meters. Dude, my grenades up to 15 times. I can't wait to get a third tier on that.
30's just gonna break the game.
This is good stuff.
When I say break the game, I don't mean, oh, you're making it too easy. No, I mean you're going to have so many grenades, the game is going to go, I can't take it.
Do I have a tier 3 gun? I do. I have a tier 3. Wait a minute. Is this... I just need to... If I put the pain machine on, it's a tier 3. It's another SMG. But then that makes my grenades even more powerful now, because now all enemies hit... Traversal attacks become crazed, and enemy kills on the Bane Fury is active, generates 10% traversal attack resources. Killing the enemy traversal attack immediately gives you a 5 stack of Bane's Fury. Bro. Now we're talking. So I'll never switch to this gun because I'll run out of ammo. Oh, that's bad though. I'll run out of ammo because they're both SMGs.
I respect it. I'm chuckling But I also respect it because, like, you're like, well, if I put this with this and this and this and this and this and do this with it, I'm like, man, that kind of stuff makes my head want to explode.
Should I switch my melee to flame as well? I kind of like the freeze because they get frozen. It gives you the burning effect. Yeah, but the burning effect for the Gatling gun... Oh, I see what you're saying. You want the bullet storm? Is that what you're saying? The black mask? Each enemy hit with the firearm receives black mask mark, applying black mask mark to 3 different enemies within 6 seconds. Causes a marked enemies to trigger a fury explosion. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. And then we have... Okay. So now we have each non-vehicular enemy you kill builds up a terror behind the mask. When the terror behind the mask reaches 5 stacks, the next enemy you craze deals 500% more damage while it's alive. You deal 500% more damage while it's alive and consumes all 5 stacks of terror behind the mask. Jesus Christ, dude. We got a bunch of stacks going on. This is actually... All right, I'm ready. I'm ready when you guys are.
Okay. I was editing my stuff a little bit. I'll have to look at all my things. I hate admitting this because it's a looter shooter, but I've probably built my character so poorly because I tend to go for like, ooh, this is gonna be flashy, but I'm starting to quickly realize like maybe part of the reason I'm not getting assault rifles and doing a whole lot of damage with them is I may not have the right stuff equipped in. But oh goodness.
Whoever's the leader, click the
Take the fight to break.
yeah.
Clear out all ancillary objectives while we handle the shield on his data vault. Then neutralize him.
Is that your microphone? What's happening there?
No, that's my
These golden waterworks.
I'm like, I've got massive respect for people who can do the whole, you know, this plus this plus this will give me the most damage. But like for me, like I get a headache trying to do that.
Well, what I love is that I've built this within. I mean, obviously, I've been playing Harley for like 20 hours, but it didn't take me 20 hours to build this. You know what I mean? Like I started getting gear, and all of a sudden, one piece went into the next gear, and I was just like, oh, wait a minute, if I stack this is good. This is some good stuff right here.
I mean, I need to take the time to stop and do that. I don't know.
All right, you guys want to do level mastery 23?
Sure.
Why not? Why not?
We lose, and thankfully we're not the Suicide Squad. So if we lose, we don't get our heads exploded.
I don't see Brainiac pausing the invasion for some spot repairs on the skull ship. Besides, I think
Stacks for your stacks. It's all good. Yep.
How weird. Oh, well, I guess it makes sense.
Let's see what happens with my grenade build here.
Okay.
All right. Yup. Yeah, we might fail. Well, let's see what happens. So my build gives me grenades, and my grenades do like quadruple damage. Everything burns.
When it comes to grenades, your build is basically that famous meme that we all love. But what? There's more.
What I really want to do is that one grenade where I have no shields, and it does 1,000 times more damage. That's what I want to do.
You want to be like, who needs shields? I've got grenades.
Someone stay by Travis. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Let's do the car first.
You say that.
You guys are going the wrong way, I think. Yeah.
There we go.
I want a decisive strike operation, Task Force X. Take out your ancillary top. To be frank,
It's this way, right? Oh, you want that one first? Okay. All right. You're good.
Drone ain't pulling my weight.
Oh my gosh, I'm actually doing damage here. Or at least my grenade.
Oh,
is.
it's delayed. Delayed. I can feel it already. This is gonna be interesting. The desync that happens with when we play online with people, they got to fix the servers.
I mean, yeah, but and I'm not saying this excuses it. I'm just asking. It hasn't even been out a full month yet, right?
It hasn't been out a full week yet. I mean, technically, it came out Friday.
Isn't that pretty common though?
Yeah, but when your whole game is based online, always online. I understand they're bringing a non-online mode in, but right now that's not in. Oh, we're getting dropped. Ooh, that was a hitch. That was a hitch and a half. They gotta make the server stable, man. A lot of fucking letters. You guys okay with the letters?
Come on, kill these assholes and get to the crystal.
Sure. Really, Water, you're the team. You're the team leader. It's your job to carry it now. I gotta be honest with you, 30. I am not a Joker fan at all. I'm not a person who's like, oh, Joker's such an amazing character. I can't wait to see more of him. Blah blah blah. But with that being said, like I could easily see, based on what we've seen, I could see Joker becoming the main for me because he just looks so freaking awesome.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at my grenades. Yeah, Joker looks awesome. I can't wait to max him out as well.
They're just gonna max out everybody eventually. He'll be that dude who's well, you know, nobody plays this game anymore. That's not true. 30 and
Yeah,
4 other
30 still plays it.
Flattering time. Who's doing the honors?
Which, yeah, I mean, I think it's actually impressive when people have dedication to a game they love. Like, I'm not a Minecraft guy, but the amount of dedication and crazy stuff that people make, it is absolutely staggering. And it just makes me go like, dude, why are you not, like,
Okay,
you just
F is down.
hit world in Minecraft. Why are you not making actual video games? Oh, speaking of which, so 30, I know you love those kind of games. Did you see that there's a new game coming out from the team that does Planet Coaster called Planet Zoo?
Yeah, I knew about Planet Zoo.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Isn't it already out? Planet Zoo's been out for...
The thing, well, it may have been out. The thing that I saw said pre-order for PlayStation 5, so it may just be that it's just now coming to console. Uh-oh. Boomer's down. Going for Boomer. Back up, Boomer.
What just happened?
It's not on your shoulders.
What just happened? Oh God, chat. What is happening right now?
I don't know. Did you get down or something?
What was that? I hit the ground so hard it teleported me to like heaven.
If somebody is going to break the game,
What was that?
Oh, and you're all still alive. That's good too.
30's that one dude who can always figure out.
It always happens to me. It
Our
always
game-
happens to me.
I can just see it now. like
I was gonna be pissed if I got kicked out.
Nah, you're still in. God, I can see it now. Like some company, our game has 0 bugs. Nobody ever.
Yeah, no, give it to
flaw-
me. Give it to me. We'll see if your game has 0 bugs.
Yeah, 30. Like our game has 0 bugs. Nobody can fall through the floor. 30's just like, I think this is a personal challenge here. I've had some really though in different games. I was playing one of my personal favorites. I was playing Mass Effect 2 the other day on Legendary Edition, and somehow my character decided to stop being Commander Shepard and start being a Stormtrooper because he was literally facing backwards while shooting forward.
I have the worst luck when it comes to co-ops. I mean, make a game, sell a game. Your game shouldn't crash. It's pretty simple.
Okay, we're starting with some pretty wide scans.
And I'll defend that because it doesn't matter if it's single player or co-op, it still crashes on me.
That's true. Be honest, 30, you were one of those guys who basically found every problem with Skyrim when it first came out.
I find a problem with all games. Part of my charm.
Oh, is that what we're calling it now? No. I can just see it now, like, no, like, some developers just, like, he's just, like, I was, oh, this was a hilarious one, I gotta tell you, 30. So I'm playing, Baldur's Gate 3 the other night, which, great game, I will defend it till the day I die, but, this was entertaining. Somehow, so I don't know how far you are, but basically,
I'm still at 11 hours. I still haven't played.
Towards the beginning of the game, there's a character who's called Raphael, and he shows up and takes you to Beethoven and Vernus or whatever. So, like, Raphael's character glitched into my game, so he just, like, everywhere I went, he was just, like, right to the edge of my screen. So I was like, what the hell is going on? My friend goes, well, dude, it's obvious. He's following you. That's not a glitch, that's a feature. And I'm like, no, that's a glitch. Oh, that's where this game ends up, 30.
The assassin is down.
I'm down.
Don't let him get back up.
Oh, I'm desynced. Oh, God, this is bad. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm desynced big time.
Oh,
I'm
lordy
down.
lord.
They got to fix this.
Yeah, they really need to get these servers up and running better. But once they do, I mean, they could have a really good game on their hands. They gotta get that fixed.
What is this? What is this goob glitch that we got going on here?
This what?
Look at my screen. Like, you can see what I'm talking about. You can't see shit.
Oh. I just figured that meant it was telling you your shield was low.
No, they go invisible in this Bane thing, but I don't know if this is the way it's supposed to be, or if this is a glitch.
Well, there's a first time for everything.
I can check at some point and see if this game, I don't even know if they even had their first, like, other than the day one patch, obviously, because every game gets one of those now. Have they had any other patches thus far?
I don't think they have any patches since the game came out.
Shoot him down. Evasive maneuvers. Lawton's feeling trigger happy. Don't let Lawton get you in his sights, warriors.
I really enjoy the fact that once you took out Batman, Brainiac starts kind of taunting. I think that was a good design choice.
Droid ready?
hours in service of new
That was a little late for that stuff to come out, but all right.
Pockets soon, huh?
Like, somehow his explosion was that of a nuclear bomb.
Oh yeah, when they explode, it's ridiculous.
Oh, Lord. 30, you're the only one still up.
Hustle, people! You're nearly done! Wow! Wow, you guys! I'm so proud of you!
Here, I'm going for the other dead shot.
This round's over.
That's the only thing I'm good for, unfortunately. Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about, because I just had dead shot like just hovering in midair for like 3 seconds.
I don't know what's happening, guys, but I know my build's pretty good because I got 9,000 points. And my guy was nowhere near the top of the board.
You feel it. The integration
Oh.
taking hold. It won't be long.
I got downed again.
Where the hell are you?
No, don't worry about it.
Now,
The round's
I
about
really
to
don't
end.
want to be responsible for you being KO'd.
Oh,
Lawton, is this what you wanted? To have your little friends.
Is it
cleaning up
ever
your
gonna end? It
mistakes?
just keeps going 4, 3, 2. Now you guys are gonna go for him? Awesome.
yeah, that was not good planning on my part.
Go.
Of course, I don't know why I just said that wasn't good planning on my part, because it's not like I planned to get down there.
That's pretty. Watching bad guys get blitzed in a doom dimension.
I'll never apologize for what I said, by the way, the other day in your chat 30, and I don't care. Like, you know my sense of humor. You know that I'm never, like, malicious. Too malicious, but, like I said, I really stand by when when the guys were like, how dare they? If they make the new Joker gay, I'm just like, it wasn't Joker kind of always that way? I figured that's why he had the weird tactics. Like, I don't understand people who are so obsessed with, like, well, this is not the Arkham vs. Joker. And they're like, well, this doesn't look like the Arkham vs. Joker and the Joker that we played for, like, saw for 4 games. It's like, well, because it's not that Joker. Like,
Holy Christ. How long does it take me to reload?
Try to avoid Quintel's
Jesus.
sideshow act.
a long time, evidently.
Relocating to find the enemy.
What?
There's
Seriously?
so much delay going on right now.
I love that, though. The training place is causing 1 day's chart. It's like, the game needed to boast about that? Dude, my grenades are doing an insane amount of damage all of a sudden. I'm doing like 45, like 415k for, with one of them.
Misguided.
Love it.
Yes, Lawton. But what if I allowed you to do some real damage?
Defense is returning.
Oh god, my shields are down.
Oh god, I can't tell if you got those.
So eager to
Alright.
know.
Didn't need to drop this data off. The curse of small.
Harley, I didn't see any pockets on your outfit, period.
I could just.
Oh, what the hell just happened there?
Capable of such ferocity, Quinzel. What a waste.
Got half of what I need, gang. Give me some more.
Units,
What?
still Lawton's trigger.
Okay,
fingers.
I'm down. There's so much lag.
I'll have you
My
for them.
god. I don't even know where I am on the map. Yeah, okay. Cool.
Here. What?
Gotta empty my pockets soon, huh?
Need 9 more.
So I will say one thing I do not see, because I had someone ask me about this the other day. They're like, Do you think we see villains other than Brainiac? I do not think we see that for at least the first year. I think possibly.
Yeah, no. Brainiac is, I think, is the main guy.
Right. I think he's going to, like, for all intents and purposes, you're going to, you know, he may use different forms. Oh, I've got Bane powers now. I've got Two-Face. I've got Scarecrow, whatever. But I don't think you're really going to see anything other than him. Which, I mean, there could be an argument for people who are like, so you're just going to do nothing but kill Brainiac over and over and over and over and over again? But, one...
The lag is part of the boss fight? Yeah, right?
Hey.
Oh, we got round 2 here? No. Okay.
No. That's not what I said. I said if they get the servers fixed, they might have a hit on their hands. I didn't say good game. They've already got a good game, but you can't call it a hit or good until you see. Like if the servers stayed this entire way through, like, say when Joker comes out, like if Joker comes out and the servers have still got this level of issues, then you're probably not going to see this game last very long.
Yeah, they have to fix the servers. Oh God, we're getting hitches. Don't kick us out of the game.
Someone patch me up, and this never happened.
Oh, you guys got him? All right.
Thank you. I'm not even sure what happened. Somehow I fell even though I was in midair with my jetpack going, but whatever.
I backed it up so I would quote you right, but maybe I heard it wrong either way. Classic.
They might have a hit on their hands. I mean, I still think I stand by.
30, can I buy you Helldivers 2? I mean, you can, but I'll be honest with you, El. I would rather you spend your money either on yourself or gift members away. I don't have time to play a lot of the games. And I can tell you Helldivers 2 is going to sit on the backlog for me. Like, I would play it one night on stream, and then it would sit there for a while.
Don't lie, 30. What you really want is for him to buy you skins for this game, right?
No. I mean, I appreciate it, El. I do.
If somebody actually did that and was like, you know what, 30, I'm going to gift you $20 to buy skins in this game, you'd be like, get out of my chat. Oh!
Time to go,
That was a wall.
Don't screw up everything I've worked for.
Uh-oh. Did we just get kicked out? What's going on? Okay.
No.
Water, did you start playing Helldivers 2? I'm going to skip this because I've already seen it.
A fitting moniker. You see, my terminals also enhance me. Through them, I can reshape this body for battle, command the Speed Force, eliminate you.
Hey! The one complaint you could make against this game, and even then I don't think you can really make it. Why are you... Okay, seems like a weird time to start dancing, but okay. I do think that DC overdoes Brainiac. Like, Brainiac was the boss, was the villain of one of the movies recently. He was the villain of Injustice 2. He was the villain of DC.
You couldn't see anything, and then all of a sudden my... Oh my God.
I'm not sure why my grenades are what's doing the most damage right now, but I'm not gonna question.
I don't even know what the hell happened there. This fight is absolutely chaotic because you can't see shit because it's so laggy.
One moment, Task Force X, and this body will be restored.
That's what I'm gonna blame 30. You know what? I'm not making any of my shots correctly because of the lag. It's the lag, not the fact that I can't aim. Actually, I'm not bad at it. I'm not horrible.
What's going on, bleeding?
But I tend to play more first-person shooters, if we're honest. So Oh, I know we all love discussing stupid things that people say. So I had a guy yesterday tell me, well, what difference does it make if it's first person or third? They're shooters, they're all the same. It's like, no, there's a very big difference between, like, you holding a gun and you watching someone else hold a gun. And he's like, no, they're
Yeah,
both
I'm gonna play a
guns.
Valve. Sorry.
Aren't you clever?
Oh, no, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, he's just like, well, third-person shooters and first-person shooters are the same thing because they're both shooters. And I'm like, no, that would be like me saying
I'm intrigued.
JRPGs and
What is it you think
RPGs
you're
are the same
fighting for?
thing. It's like,
Each
no,
other?
they're
How
different.
saccharine.
You think you're gonna play Dragon's Dogma 2 or probably not?
No, I don't have time for that.
I did not expect
Yeah,
this level of finality, Task Force
You know,
X.
honestly, I kind of lost interest in it. Like, I know this is gonna sound weird because you remember when I first came into the chat, I was like, you know, everything sucks, and you know, all this stuff. And I'm still not gonna say I want online only, but I've gotten to where now, like, if a game, unless it's a really, really big story that I'm interested in, like, say, like Final Fantasy VII, unless it's that, I'm getting to where I'm like, yeah, if your game doesn't have multiplayer in 2024, it's just, it doesn't work. Oh, dang it! It doesn't work somehow. Brought me back to this.
I'm out of bullets on that gun. All right, cool.
Somebody in chat made the joke, and they were like, you know, I don't remember what we were talking about, but they were like, you know, 15 times the detail. You know what? That's the problem. That's what Suicide Squad didn't do correctly that they should. 30. They should have gone Suicide Squad 15 times the option. Lord knows there is the amount of loadouts and builds you can make in this is insane.
10 points to the Suicide Squad! Oh, easy hate, man!
Jesus, the loading on this gun is just so slow.
Oh, I mean, it's a Gatling gun. You gotta load in a whole nother barrel.
I'm being drawn into your silly little earthling struggles.
There's a grenade for
Time for a
you.
mind cleanse.
Everybody gets a grenade. You get a
There's a
grenade.
grenade for you.
You get a grenade. Everybody gets a grenade. I went back and rewatched it at 9:30.
Are you ready to
The
submit?
whole thing with Robert Jones.
Burns. Oh, yeah, that's good. This is good. Look at this. I don't know what the fuck's happening right here, guys. There's a grenade for you guys.
30 screen looks like he's just like. I'm
It's
shooting.
so delayed. I can't even tell. Like, I'm hitting things, and then it's happening like 20 seconds later.
Gotta love it.
It's the worst fucking netcode ever.
When Robert Jones earlier today, it did make me laugh, but when he was like, you were like, different ways can you say Xbox is dying? It just made me think of that old Monty Python sketch where he goes in to return the parrot, and it's an ex-parrot
Did I not mention
pushing
this
up
body is
Daisy.
designed
It's
to
gone to join
regenerate?
the heavenly choir. Like, I love, and I really do. There are times
Is this broke?
when
The flower's not coming up? Is the flower here and I can't see it? Is that what's happening?
Nope, there's no flower there. So 30, let me ask you an interesting question. Let's say they don't put in anyone memorable. I mean, we already know they are because they're putting in Joker and Deathstroke. But let's just say, for the sake of this argument, that it's like Deathstroke, Joker, then it's Mrs. Freeze, or I think her name is Victoria Freeze, or whatever. But Deadshot's daughter, Lawless is her hero name. And then it's just like they don't put in Peacemaker, they don't put in Red Hood, they don't put in Black Panther, they don't put in any of the big ones. Like, do you think that will hurt the game, or do you think people will be like, hey, the gameplay's good, it's fun, who cares? Like, or I guess a different way.
What's the difference if you're playing a different game and it's just generic person here? You know what I mean? Like, what's the difference in that and a character that you have no interest in? You know what I mean? Like, if you play the characters you want to play, you don't play the characters you don't want to play. I mean, sure, I think the public that's not playing the game will bitch that that's not the character we asked for, but at the same time, they're not fucking playing the game.
Yeah. Like, they're not playing the game anyways.
Right. Not playing the game.
I think, for me, would I like to see those, well-known characters? Sure. But at the same time, with what they've set up in this world, I kind of feel like, I don't know, something about, like, I really like the idea.
This boss fight's completely fucking broke, dude.
I really like the idea of one of the characters being Lawless, or Zoe Lawton, so Boyd's daughter. I like that idea because in the game you hear him talk so much about, I want to protect my daughter, I've got to get my daughter, all that. Like, you could have some really fun moments, like he first joins and Lawton's like, he's like, who are you? And she's like, I'm Lawless. Then he finds out it's Zoe. He's just like, what the hell? I didn't give you permission to be out here, girl. Of course, someone will. Yeah, I just realized that's why my scenario won't work. No, somebody will complain that that's child abuse.
Can I not melee him? I don't understand what was going on there.
That lag is terrible. I just put like.
Yeah, I can't melee him. This is so broke right now.
Oh yeah, I just somehow got Q4 from shooting a random bullet in the sky. It didn't hit anything, but I got it.
Yeah, this is not good right now.
I'll be honest, at first I was kind of wondering, I was like, man, maybe my internet connection
I
is
fear
bad,
I'm
but
losing my
I think it's
impartiality.
just the game.
It's best that I take a step
I
back.
can't wait till they put the other cars on the board. With all the guys, it's gonna lock up. It's gonna be like 4 frames per second.
Oh, Lord. At this point, I'm basically just flipping around in the air shooting things.
I can't see if I'm getting guys because when I hit them, it doesn't register until 20 seconds later. Look at this. I'm hitting this guy. Where's the shields? Where's the shields I got?
Me and Daphne have a surprise for you. Toxic afflictions.
Here, guys.
So, we gonna use the roid rage plant gas or what?
Can't tell if I'm doing damage. Fantastic.
One moment, Task Force X.
Awesome
And
game
this
right now.
body will be restored.
Hey, it was an awesome game until this mission and the one before it. And the one before that. But the one at the very end.
Look at this. I can't even.
30's done it again, guys. He's broke another game.
So broke. So broke.
I feel like we should have a list going at this point. Like, we just start, every game.
Oh,
30,
it's so disappointing.
every game 30 plays. We're just like, okay, let's see how long it takes him to break this one.
Now that I'm back on form, shall we continue?
Water, you're playing the game. How are you texting and playing the game? Are you gonna come out of the bubble at some point, bro? Or are you just gonna... No? You're just gonna stay in the bubble? Okay.
Oh, it doesn't matter if I use my slowdown. He still just speeds around like normal. Cool.
Worlds, the old college try.
Is he even there?
Who knows?
Oh, that's not him. Is that him?
Don't
Oh, that was him.
It is unwise to vex me.
Oh my gosh, even my melee attacks are not locking onto anything. He's just like, bam, 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 bam. Yeah, nothing.
I'm gonna swing up in the air because I'm Miley Cyrus.
Oh god, that's a scary thought. I pick Miley Cyrus to be the freaking Harley Quinn in the next movie.
It's over here on me.
So I will say, I mean, hearing more and more reports saying that it looks like Alan Richardson, the guy who plays Reacher, is most likely going to be the new voice for Batman.
New voice? I thought he was playing out another live action one.
I heard voice, but maybe.
I mean, I'm for whatever.
Period. Like
Let me reintroduce you to some former
if you
civilians of
look
Metropolis.
at
Careful now.
how
They're
they
quite
do the
volatile.
show of Reacher and how Reacher's presented, the no nonsense, very straight to business. At one point, I think they make the joke in like the first season of like, she's like, after you cook your coffee black, and it's like, what made you think that? He seems like a no nonsense kind of guy. I'm like,
Oh my god, what is happening right now? I threw a grenade 20 seconds ago.
you're like,
Who wants a killer car to help with your mission?
This is insane.
I don't know, thank me at once. Dropping in now.
Hey, Rocksteady, if you happen to come across this stream, you gotta fix your shit, dude. You gotta fix your shit. Like the fucking 4th of July over here. Oh, good. You guys have the car? Cool. Do I dare to get into a car? Or let me get in that car. Let me see.
this can't be the 4th of July 30. Nobody.
No, there's no doors on this car. All right, cool.
family is exploded.
This
love
car doesn't even have any health left, and I'm in it. So there's no health on this car. The doors are blown off, and I'm still using it. This can't be good.
Here it is. That's what it's called. I mean,
Oh yeah,
what'd you-
I'm shooting at these guys. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. 20 seconds later.
What you say, 30? The doors are blown off and there's no health left? Not necessarily end of the world scenario. You just bought a Pinto is all.
I'm in an invincible car right now. It's not blowing up. It's just dead red, and I'm just blowing up stuff. This is fine. Everything's fine, chat. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. Game working as intended. This is not broke. This is a feature. Oh look, the health bar is finally going down. It's a red bar going down farther red. Okay, cool.
That self-destruct could take you out too.
Second, third.
That's very true, Alter. It's the longest car I've ever been in this game.
But I must end our little
Yeah, I'll get out now.
Shit. Activate extermination protocol.
No, you're right. This is not a game where they ever said game of the century. It actually outperformed the game of the century game. It's actually better than that.
Oh, there's a tornado. I'm in the indestructible car. Where is? Can we fight Brainiac, please? Get your ass back on the field, would ya? Jesus.
Get your ass back on the field for my invisible car. Tell you what, 30, your invisible car. I think it's gonna get the rock with a Mach 5 money.
That's not him. Where is he? Is this him? That's him. Nope, that's not him either. Okay, is this him? No, that's not him. Where the fuck is he?
I somehow shot a random bolt into the sky and got more speed force protection, so, you know.
The fuck is he?
We're still longer than my projections.
I don't know, but I do know that I have laser blocks on me, and I don't like that.
Right here in front of me. Now that I'm reloading for 20 seconds.
I mean, you're using a Gatling gun.
Gadgets are on the
No, that's not him. Is him? No, that's not him either.
Yeah, somebody. Hey, I got another somebody.
I can't tell where the fuck he is. I'm shooting everybody and they're all bulletproof right now. Is this him? No, he's got zeros on him. This is cool. Cool. It's him. I can't tell. I don't got numbers popping up or
My
anything.
projections predicted something akin to this. I never intended to experience it.
Just someone kill him.
Ultimately,
Make this nightmare over.
what have you achieved?
Jesus Christ.
Well, you know, it's fun.
That was awful. That was awful.
That was pretty bad.
That makes me never want to go to this fight again until I see a patch notes that say that shit's fixed. Gotta skip this shit.
We must escape with our quarry.
Do you plan to carry him the entire way to Earth 1?
Give me my rewards. My God, that was awful.
That was a special kind of hell.
Yeah, right? Clips freedom. Like it was so bad. Oh God, I have the white screen glitch.
Oh, I've got it too, evidently. Yep. Oh joy, the white screen glitch.
This is a cow, white cow in a snowstorm. That's what's happening right here. Master party starter, crank it up. Penguin surprise, turtle shell, two-face persuader, jinx unlucky, master 2 persuader, and I'll make it quick. Master, okay, a little. Oh, so man, there's a lot of stuff. We got like 9 things. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 things.
Guess everyone's
Yeah,
gotta
on the
hit
plus side, I
target
finally
somewhere.
got a. Oh, I finally get an assault rifle, and it's actually worse than the one I currently have.
Yeah, I gotta back out of this because we're all white screen of death here. And it says pulled the trigger on this game over the weekend. Got Harley and Shark to 30. Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Here's a bad example of what this, and this is modern gaming, right? Not a problem with this game specifically. Who's the blue guy?
Nope.
Can't get out of the screen.
The other 3, Lawton. New Kolu could use that
Okay,
kind of
great.
leadership. That strength of vision.
Oh,
Well,
I can't see anything. I can't pause anything. All right, cool. Quit.
thanks to that screen, I'm officially awake again.
Seriously. All right, Water. Have a good one. Yeah, it's a shame that games like this have bugs. There's major bugs happening with this game. There's a lot of people that are getting network errors, and they can't even get into the game. No, I'm almost done tonight, Lancer. What the hell happened, Mo? We got so glitched out on the boss fight. Thank God we completed it, though. We didn't have to lag out, so that's done. But yeah, it's terrible. That fight's the worst thing in this game right now. Which reminds me of an Avengers thing, right? Remember when we fought the Avengers? What the hell was that? What mission was that? The Captain America robot. What the hell was it called? And it would glitch out on you. It was terrible. Yeah, we crapped out. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on Xbox. Lancer, if you wanna put my name in, if you're on Xbox, just put X30 and still gaming. And you can add me to your friends list. Anytime you see me on, if you want to jump in, you're more than welcome to. Anybody that goes with anybody. If you just see me on, you want to party up.
Oh, that was. Yeesh.
The event. Okay, what do I have here? Balance. How many points did we get there?
Choice is yours.
Got 2 points.
Oh.
Yeah, the build that I have going on now is pretty sick. I think I changed one of the things though. And I think took away my make grenades when I'm doing something. What had that? Every melee hit crazed enemy, 50% chance of dropping either a live grenade or grenade ammo. Got it. Oh, I missed that part where it's a live grenade as well. Okay. Oh, did I get another 2? Is that better? That's the one I have. Oh, the
On the plus side, at least we can say one thing. 30.
what's that?
bad as those bugs were, we ran 4 or 5 missions, no issues, which is nice. I mean, they still need to fix that crap. There's no question.
Yeah, but
But
me getting gear, I would have been pissed. If we played that mission and then it died or disconnected at the end point, I'd be done. I'd be done and pissed. I mean, I'm done anyway for the night, but I would be so pissed.
I think the biggest thing needs to be the performance fixes. And then if they can get that done in a timely manner, then I think that they can focus and get stuff done correctly. And
But they haven't responded to anything yet. There's still people trying to get a refund because the game was broke for them. They can't even get into the game. They paid $100. They played for 5 hours, and the game won't let them back in. And they have yet to notify or say anything to anybody.
yeah, that's a little shady. But what I was gonna say was they need to get it done in a somewhat timely manner, because what I don't want to see is I don't want this to be a. I know I'm going to mention that game, but I don't want to see this be Avengers where it comes out, there's issues, it doesn't get fixed for like countless months, and then they're like, oh, so we're going to have to delay Joker. Oh, we're going to have to delay Joker. We're going to have to delay Joker. Oh, wait. Joker's going to come out, but the next character is just going to be a copy and paste. Like,
yeah, I hope they don't do that with Avengers, like what they did in Avengers.
Avengers spent so much time playing catch up that it's like, I don't know how people. I don't really know what people ever expected Avengers was going to do in order to fix that. It launched in such a bad state that it's like they're. I once told one of my friends this. I was like, man, near the end, if you listen to people and how they talked about Avengers, it was like Avengers could have given every player a year's supply of candy bars, and they would have been like, we don't care. We're still pissed at you.
All right, I'm done for the night. Good playing with you, Travis.
Yep, it was good.
All right, man.
Yeah, I'll see you next time.
All right, later. All right, chat. Did you guys see my my build? My damage versus burning is 1,000%. It's a little ridiculous. I like where we have her right now. There's a couple of spots I could add. Like I need a tier 3. I need a tier 3 traversal mod. So we need to try to get a tier 3 for that.
Check my list.
I thought I had one, but apparently I don't. Got tier 1s across the board. No tier 3. I would like a tier 3. We actually, you know what I could do? I could use a masterwork. I don't have any masterwork of anything. So that's good. We picked up this this Two-Face Persuader. This thing's a beast now. So I think she's in a good spot. And then we'll level up what's it called? Some of our other characters. I think my weakest character right now is Shark, I think. So overall I got 1 day, 3 hours with Harley, 20 hours with Deadshot, Boomerang I got 11 hours, and King Shark I got 14. Maybe we'll show some love to Boomerang the next time we stream. Tomorrow night we might be playing some Division 2, but I think there's some bugs and glitches going on, so I don't know if we might push that till another time, and maybe we'll play this again tomorrow night. Don't forget, Thursday night this week, we have Generation X Gaming Podcast. This week, Sarge is here. Next week, I think Sarge is off, so I got Kingard filling in on GXG. He'll be covering for Sarge the week that Sarge is missing because he's out of town or coming back and he might not be here. So instead of having him on and trying to rush him, I just brought Kingard on for GXG. And then next Wednesday, the 14th, we have Ginger Prime coming on for the other podcast that we do. We're going to be interviewing Ginger Prime. So I'm sure because next week they'll make the announcement about what's happening with Xbox or whatnot. So hopefully they do it before Wednesday. And that way we can cover it with Ginger Prime and we can also cover it on GXG. I appreciate it very much. You guys have a great rest of your evening. Thanks for hanging out with us. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5. I think Rezik had a... And who else? Was it Quintar? Quintar also gave... Yeah. So, Rezik, thank you very much for the 12 months. And then Lurker, thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships. Appreciate that very much. Thanks for the support. I don't know if you're still here. Helldivers isn't out yet. There's no 3-day early access. I saw one person playing Helldivers 1 on Twitch. I thought there was a 3-day early access for that. Wasn't there? Well, whoever starts playing it, let me know what you guys think. I'm going to watch some footage of it. But I think Helldivers is going to be a little light on content. Just like Starship Troopers was when it came out. We paid, what, $30 for that? I hope it's good. I hope Helldivers is good. It seems interesting. I'm interested in it. And I do appreciate, El, that you wanted to purchase it for me. I do appreciate that. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock for more gaming news, and we'll have conversations. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.